Yeah.
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 All right. Welcome back to the Bonsai Movie Crew. Are we doing the Bonsai Movie Crew Hump Day movie review? Are we doing that?
I voted no, but
Nobody cares about Karen. What do you think, Eric?
I mean, yeah, we could try to see if it helps, but we'll kind of go with
Hump
that.
Day movie review. You don't like it, do you?
I don't.
What's that?
Why don't you like it?
Because I think we change things too much.
We don't change things too much. Sometimes change is good, Karen.
Okay.
But fine, we won't fucking do
No,
it.
I
No.
just, you do what you
It's just
you,
a Bonsai Movie
You
Crew.
do you, man. I'm just here to talk about movies.
You're so gay.
It's okay. You mean happy?
yeah. That's what I meant.
Quit being so
Don't cancel
cheesy.
us.
I think that would have happened a long time ago, really.
I've said some pretty bad things on your.
Yeah.
Got a little rapey last week.
Yeah, that was
it
rough.
bad.
That was
maybe,
rough.
maybe they just haven't noticed us yet.
Give it
That
time.
could be.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Yeah.
You have enough followers, then they try to cancel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't matter if you're like little peons like us. Then
You don't matter.
we don't matter right now. If we had like millions of followers, they'd be like, "Yeah, you're canceled."
Yeah.
You know. How
Hey,
they
we're
canceled?
we're almost at 80 on Twitter.
I know.
How you like
Fuck.
Chris Pratt's sitting over here with like, I don't know, 3 or 4 million followers. We got like 80. What's up, bitches?
Hey, we
Okay.
started at 11 when I took it over.
Baby
so-
steps, Chris Pratt. Baby steps. Anyway, let's
We'll
get
get there one
into.
day.
Or sorry, let's. Don't forget to check
Yeah,
us
yeah.
out. Yeah,
Mhm,
got it.
Intro. We haven't done that
Intros.
yet.
Check us out on TikTok or Twitter. Obviously, you could be one of the 80 followers.
No.
Say hi. It's
Make
me
it
on there.
81.
Hey.
Make it 81. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, our YouTube, of course, because it's probably where you're seeing our beautiful faces. If
You know
you're
what,
not
go ahead and
watching us,
subscribe.
yeah, and if you're not already watching us on Rumble, which I don't think a lot of people are watching anything on Rumble.
I never even heard of it until you told me.
Yeah, I
Got
had
it.
no
Neither did
idea.
I.
It's more of a they're more freedom of speech over there. So like, you know, if you like, it's where a lot of conservatives are going and things like that because of
So once we get canceled, we
YouTube's-
need to move over there. Like probably.
pretty much.
We'll
Yeah.
be permanently on just Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we get canceled for saying things like, I don't know, fuck Joe Biden.
You mean let's go, Brandon?
Let's go, Brandon. Whatever. I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't care about your fucking political thoughts. Fucking care, man. They're all fucking corrupt.
They are.
Anyway, so don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all those cute little things that you do. So
Slay.
comment on the videos and I don't know, man, go over to our Spotify maybe and give us a cool ass rating.
Do what makes you feel comfortable.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Do what
because
makes us
watch,
happy.
Watch. Liking makes people feel comfortable.
Liking. Okay, well, yeah, I guess because that's what everybody's out for validation nowadays.
Uh-huh.
So that makes sense.
She's trying to say liking makes people happy.
Makes me happy if you like us.
I was thinking.
I'm looking for that validation.
I was thinking validate.
We
us,
are-
which
we
made
are
me think,
millennials.
Witness me.
We are millennials.
I know if I'm
The
scrolling
Menards
through
We
like,
will start
It's spray
chroming, I
paint.
swear to God.
if I'm scrolling through like Instagram Reels or like TikTok or like YouTube Shorts, if I don't like something that I like, then it bothers me if I swipe past it. I have to go back up and like it.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I've done that before. I like swipe past and I'm like, wait, did I like that?
I never do that.
Oh my
I do.
god.
I
do.
I'm not a liker.
Yeah.
So like, there's a
We
lot
can
of shit
tell.
that I watch and a lot of stuff that I like, but I don't ever hit the like button because
Well, if you want
I
other
never
people
think
to
about
do
it.
for
I know.
you, karma.
I'm
You're
one
the
of,
reason.
I'm one of the reasons that people aren't liking our
You're the
shit.
reason that we're
'Cause they're
we're
like,
not
I
getting.
ain't- I like it, but it's not enough to like
Karma.
move my hand up and
Just
click
as
it.
like
It's
this,
just
You don't
a
even have to
thumb,
do that.
man.
You could
Just
Or even on a
double click.
phone, yeah.
You could just double click.
Ju-
You don't even have to move your thumb.
just as more of a.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was
Sitting on the toilet.
sitting on the toilet, like,
On to the next one.
If you enjoy it, you should like it. Give
You should
the
like
content people their likes.
Yeah, I'll start liking if you guys start liking. How about that? Sounds fair, doesn't it?
But some people do, so karma. Like
Yeah, for
we're-
those of you that are, we will too.
I do.
It's
Yeah,
raining.
you said you miss it. You said you skipped some.
Sometimes, but I go back and get it.
Yeah, you have to, or else you just
It'll
it doesn't
bother me.
feel
I'm
right,
you
yeah.
know I have OCD.
Anyway,
Not enough.
I
so
didn't know I did.
all right, so anyway, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave us comments. Go to Spotify or whatever you listen to your podcast. And give us 5 fucking stars, man, because we're a 5-star kind of people here.
We have charming personalities.
Mhm. So anyway, do that, and now let's get into some goddamn news.
Joseph's got some fucking news.
All right, so I got a little bit this week, not
You
much.
say that every week.
So I didn't really pay any much attention to this, but apparently some guy was shot in a movie theater last night before. I don't remember when it was, but it was a shooting there was a shooting in a movie theater in honestly I don't remember where the fuck it was. And I just thought you should know, be wary, take your guns into movie theaters. So that if
I didn't hear anything about that.
I think it's new. It
I
was
think
there. It
more
was the
people
new
take their guns in
new
than
Transformers
shot.
movie. So maybe they got angry because Michael Bay didn't direct it. I don't know.
You
But
should
somebody
have
got shot and they died. So
Ridiculous.
yeah, ridiculous is what it is. Anyway, let's get on to some Disney news here. Disney just postponed a ton of Marvel, Star Wars, and Avatar movies. Okay, so I'm going to read this off here. I'm going to try to get right through it. Well, I hope you didn't make any... Okay, this comes from... What fucking website is this? I don't even know. I can't even credit them because I don't even know where it's from. Anyway, I hope you didn't make plans on the blah, blah, blah. Disney just announced a giant slew of new release dates, moving many of its 2024 and on films back while moving Deadpool 3 moving it up. Sorry. Many of these movies are getting pushed back a whole year as God damn, I can barely read it. I took a picture on my computer, so it's really hard to see. Okay, so blah blah blah. I'm just gonna give you some of these dates. They pushed a bunch of movies back. Well, I guess they pushed Deadpool 3 up. I don't know why they did that. Let me get
Because
to it.
Deadpool's awesome.
Okay, so the original release date for Deadpool 3 was going to be November 8th of next year. So now they moved it up to May 3rd of next year. So you're going to be getting Deadpool in less than a year. So there you go. There's that. Captain America Brave New World was pushed back only like 2 months, from May 3rd of next year to May 26th or July 26th. So they pushed a bunch of them back. I'm not going to give you all the dates and everything because that's ridiculous. You guys want to see it? Just go look it up. Blade was pushed back. Thunderbolts was pushed back. Fantastic Four. Avatar 3. I will tell you, Avatar 3 was pushed back from a whole year. Oh my God. Yeah. December 20th of next year to December 19th of 2025. So that sucks.
Isn't this like the 4th time that one of those was pushed back? Which one? The
Second one?
was that Avatar? The 3rd one?
The third Avatar? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it was.
I don't know.
But the second one just came out.
The
Yeah.
Avengers, Kang Dynasty is getting pushed back an entire year from May 2nd of 25 to May 1st of 26. A lot of these movies, like Untitled Star Wars movies, being pushed back. They don't even know when the new release date is even going to be. Hell, they've got Avatar 4 scheduled for. They originally had it scheduled for December 18th of 2026. They pushed it back 3 years to December 21 of 2029. Am I even going to be alive then? Jesus.
We're all going to be dead.
Right? Is James Cameron going to be alive to direct that? And then they pushed back Avatar 5 from December 22. I'm glad they have like specific days on when they're going to release these movies in like fucking 10 years.
I don't even know what I'm doing next
or
week.
5
like-
years. Yeah, like so like December 22 of 2028 to December 19th of 2031. Holy shit. 3 years. That's ridiculous. So anyway, blah blah blah. I don't really care about this. So the big elephant in the room here. So the next two Avengers movies, The Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, both got pushed back by around a year, and it's not difficult to imagine Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige feeling a little relief now the MCU exec has more time to figure out what to do with the Kang the Conqueror, currently played by Jonathan Majors. Kang is going to play a pivotal role in the multiverse saga, as the next Avengers movie bears his name. So you guys know what's going on with Jonathan Majors. There isn't much more news about that yet because I don't really know what is going on with the whole court because I tried to look it up and there's nothing new on it. But there's the assault charges, the assault allegations against him. So, you know, just kind of one of those things. They've already severed ties with him at Disney. So, because let's face it, Disney don't like that kind of heat. I guess. I don't know why. Like, back in the day, actors used to beat actresses and everything else, and they would still have them in movies and that, but now it's all about an image. What, Karen? This isn't
kid that played the Flash got to be the Flash.
That's, yeah.
I'm just saying.
And he kidnapped somebody or something, so.
That was barely legal.
Wait,
barely.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Flash that's coming out in this
Ezra
movie?
Miller.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Yeah, Ezra Miller
He's
kidnapped.
not a good person.
He's not a good, but he's a fucking idiot. He's a psycho.
Oh.
He's very, very weird.
And he beat
And
up a bunch of people.
The sad
and
part
he
is
did a
the
lot of
Flash
bad
movie's
things.
doing really well. Apparently, people really like it. So
I think it's more for,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton coming back as Batman.
probably, yeah.
95% of the people that I see or hear like on social media are always saying, "I'm just going to see it for Michael Keaton."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying that,
trailer,
it's kind of
there's
a
a lot
double
about
standard is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I want to see a rapist like in a movie. I'm just saying that it's a double standard. That's all.
He's not a rapist. He's not. He's being charged with assault.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see. Well, I'm talking about Ezra Miller.
Oh.
I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see.
Yeah, he did all
anyone-
kinds of bad shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see anyone that's committed like a brutal
But
crime.
I also see it as
in a movie.
just release the fucking film, do what's being done. Like in this case, they already had the movie made whenever Ezra Miller, all that shit came out about it.
I know, but
Now, like with Jonathan Majors, they haven't even started those movies, so
Yeah.
I see what they're doing, I guess. But I'm sure they'll try to write it in somewhere that like the way his appearance changes or something. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm so over the
No, they
Marvel
could just
movies.
do what they did in the 80s and stuff, just change out actors and not even address it. I mean, they did that all the time. All the time.
But nowadays, because of the way that these superhero movies and stuff are set up, they're set up in a way that they want you to view the actor or actress as that hero.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very personal for kids and things like that.
Yeah.
So and I get why they do that, but at the same time, it's
I
kind
can
of
see
like
why they brought all the
Jonathan Majors might have beat the shit out of a few women, so
Mhm.
maybe not have him in your movie.
Maybe he's
I like
not the
him.
best hero
Yeah.
for your kids to look
Or
up
villain,
to.
for that matter. He's a
Mhm.
villain.
Yeah, villain. Yeah.
I don't know, though.
Did you hear any more about the aliens?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't hear much more
Yeah.
about
I sent
that.
you that TikTok on purpose because of the alien story.
Oh, yeah.
Because like that alien story came out and like America as a collective was like, yeah, we don't care
Yeah.
because we've got bigger issues.
They don't give a fuck about no aliens.
Like everybody in America was like, oh, there's aliens?
Cool.
Well, we've got bigger problems.
We got we got men trying to be women.
And we've
So.
got bills and we've got
America was just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as if they come down here, they pay taxes too.
Yeah, they come down here, they're paying taxes.
So-
Anyway.
They
Could
would
you
learn
imagine
how
if?
to get a
Could you imagine if like an alien race landed, and were like
As soon as they
and just like
walked
started
out-
moving in, like hold the fuck up, dude. Like the entire planet would stop.
No,
Just
it'd be
saying.
funny. Like they just come out of their spaceship and you see federal government taxes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you to fill out this census.
Yeah.
How many people are aboard your ship?
How much did you make last year?
Yeah.
Pre-taxes on your planet.
Yeah,
What are
right.
taxes? Oh, well, let's talk.
Let's talk. Well, let me introduce you to something the American government like to call taxes.
They
What are you,
get
a
right back on
child?
their ship and go.
Yo, what are you, a child? Let me speak to your dad.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
You want to take what from me? Bye.
I don't have. What is this paper? Like what? Anyway. Oh yeah.
We would be the ones to scare away the aliens.
Fuck yeah, we would.
Just piss them off enough just to wipe America right off the face of the earth. Fuck you.
What the hell have you been watching?
All right. What have you guys been watching? Eric, what you watch?
All right, so I watched Double Dragon.
The
Yes.
original?
The original.
Yes.
Oh my god. How was that?
It was about as good as I remember.
Oh man, I ain't seen that movie in forever. I know it's got Alyssa
Yes,
Milano.
It's such B-rated.
Oh, for sure. It's so campy,
It
but it's
is.
so
It is
colorful.
so campy. But so I watched that. Watched League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
God damn, you were just on a roll this week, weren't you?
Yeah,
Let's
well,
watch all the bad movies.
Yes.
Oh, I got him beat.
Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
Like I said, that movie wasn't
Jack
good either.
loves those movies.
I don't think they were good.
John
at
Wick
all.
4. And Avatar 2.
Do you watch the Avatar movie?
I did.
Oh my god, you spent a lot of time on some movies this
I
week.
did.
Jesus,
Mostly
between John
Sunday.
Wick and Avatar, right there's like 5 hours of your
Well,
life.
Saturday,
Almost 6 hours of your life.
Saturday night, I started watching Avatar 2, and then I finished it Sunday morning, and then I started watching John Wick, and then I watched Venom Sunday, and I watched our movie Sunday.
Lord.
Good lord, man.
Did you see your family at all on Sunday?
No,
You sat around watching
like
movies
I
all
said,
day.
that's why I was like I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep a couple times during the movie, but I had to like rewind it and go back to okay, we're good. All right, know this part now, and then back out again. Oh shit!
That sounds like a good Sunday though, man.
It
Like-
was. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice. So
All right,
Decent.
Madison.
that's all.
What'd you watch, man?
I was watching WandaVision earlier today, and I was watching it again because I don't know why. I was bored. I needed something to watch, so I picked something that I've already seen, so I didn't have to pay attention to it.
Been
And
there.
then, well, that's the best thing to do chores to too, because then you can just like not pay attention to it and still get your chores done at the same pace. You know?
I like to listen to
Have
music.
it in the background.
Yeah, we make our
Yeah,
kids
but-
do chores around this motherfucker. Just saying.
They got a little
Anyways,
responsibility somewhere.
And then I watched a Netflix show. It was called XOXO Kitty. Bella wanted me to watch it.
Sounds like a porn.
It does. That sounds terrible.
XOXO Kitty.
It was based off of movies that we watched together whenever I was like 12.
hugs and
She was,
kisses
like,
to the
10.
kitty.
It was based off of To All the Boys I Loved Before, which was a romance movie. So the show was a romance too.
Mouth hugs.
It was silent and then just mouth hugs. Mouth hugs.
Oh, we're back to that.
Yes, I
It's
figured
been a
that.
while.
And then Ado wanted me to watch Ginny and Georgia, and I only got like 2 episodes in and decided I didn't like it. So
Yeah, that show looks dumb. Is that it?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Karen, what'd you watch? All right, everybody, go ahead and relax.
I didn't
Get
watch
popcorn
much
out.
this week.
Really?
I really had a lot going on. And Friday was a really bad day, so we declared it Bad Movie Friday. So Friday, we came home, we watched Trump versus the Illuminati.
Oh my god.
I've never seen animated characters overact before.
So you did watch like in
I watched the entirety of it.
what, like on a scale of like is it like Trolls 2 bad or is it like worse than Trolls 2?
How
Or-
If you like Trolls
In
2,
Josh's eye, Kung Pao bad or
I wouldn't watch it again. I mean, but if you like bad movies, it's worth a watch. Like, like they would talk. Like, I've never seen animated characters overact, and like they would talk. So like I'm talking to you, right? And they would be like, "So, how's your day?" Like it was ridiculous.
So, how's your day?
Yeah, like they had to move their arms for every word they said.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go.
It was
Isn't that like
absolutely insane.
Isn't that kind of like a Trump
It's like-
thing, though? He always talks with his hands.
No, they all did it. They all did it. It wasn't just him. It was all of them.
I'm all right with that.
And they left it open for a sequel.
Oh my God.
They didn't even end it. Like it just like stopped
Faded.
and left it open for like, you know, him to go to hell and fight the Illuminati. I mean,
That's
the
so
the
hard.
the story makes no sense. Like it's nonsensical and just ridiculous.
I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever watch it
It's
again,
like
but
an anime.
I definitely show it to other
They're not
people.
even that over eccentric in an anime.
I definitely show it to other people.
Would you show it to other people?
I would. I definitely would.
Sweet.
So I guess it is kind of like Troll 2 in that sense where you'd be like, you've got to see this. It's ridiculous. So yeah.
Ridiculous.
Then we watched Poultrygeist, which was fucking hilarious.
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 And then this one,
Poltergeist was hilarious.
hilarious.
You think it's hilarious?
You gotta.
You gotta move your arms,
I
Eric.
don't.
Come on. It's
I'm
it's
not.
it's arm day.
Poultrygeist.
Poultrygeist.
Not
It's arm
poltergeist.
Oh, okay.
Poultrygeist.
Poultry.
I thought you said
Poultry. Like chicken.
Like
Poultry.
chicken, turkey,
You
poultry.
threw me off. I was like, what?
It was hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say Friday bad movie day, and you say Porter. I was like,
Some dude got like a mop through his dick, and like
ah.
he came back as a zombie. Like,
Yeah, I
Chicken.
mean,
What do you mean through the
but
dick?
he got like, it was through his butt, and then it came out his dick, and like it was like, had the tip of his dick on the end of the mop thing, but he was stuck in the hallway, and he was like a zombie trying to get through the hallway, but he was stuck by the mop. It was just really funny, and like he finally gets through, but he's like a
So he's
he's like a
mopping the
chicken
floor with
zombie.
his, he's mopping the
It's
floor
really
with his
funny.
dick.
No, it's much worse than that.
It was mopping the wall.
It was fucking a chicken, a dead chicken.
With the mop?
Yeah, like a chicken that you'd eat.
Who made this? What's this movie called?
It's a trauma movie.
I don't know what that is.
That makes sense.
hmm
Yeah. They did Toxic Avenger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
It-
plenty of sense.
it's really funny.
Yeah,
I
Toxic Avenger is bad.
totally recommend it. It's really funny.
That's some of the shit that I need to get back into watching some trauma movies.
Yeah, that's
Is-
one I would recommend.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Trauma movies were fucking great.
Yeah. And then we watched this one. I would not recommend this one. It was just bad. Overall bad, and I should have known better. But I didn't pick it, to be fair. Terror at Blood Fart Lake.
Blood Fart Lake.
Blood Fart Lake.
Oh my god.
The production company was called Low Budget Pictures.
They just went full. They just
They went
accepted
for it. They just went for it.
What do you want to call it? I don't know. Low budget pictures, because that's what we are.
Yeah, it was really bad. Like, just bad. No redeeming quality. Whose line is it anyway? John Wick 4, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Back to School.
Was
and-
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey worth watching? I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't. I mean, I wanted to see it, so I'm glad I watched it, but
You won't watch it again.
probably not. It was kind of, for as much hype as it got, I thought it was pretty low budget. Like, pretty low production quality. I thought.
I never liked Winnie the Pooh.
Which maybe that's what they were going for.
Maybe.
But
I think
they
that one of the biggest things for me was seeing, like, Winnie and Piglet both look like, they just look like masks.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking
So
about.
there's
They didn't like.
Try.
Yeah, and I don't know. It didn't. I didn't get Pooh and Piglet from them at
Right.
all.
That's,
Like I didn't.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't see Pooh or Piglet in that.
Yeah, I saw their faces, but like I wasn't getting any vibe that that's who they used to be. Or
Well, not even that, but I could see it being like, especially with like Piglet, like he doesn't look anything like Piglet.
yeah,
You know, like make him look somewhat innocent, but maybe more demented.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
wasn't getting any vibe that, like if they had shown maybe even some kind of inkling that, I don't know, that they used to be those. I don't know. It didn't
work for you.
It didn't work for me. I didn't care for it overall. Back to School and Maniac was the Joe Bob movie this week. And that's it.
I didn't watch much of anything. I think I watched one episode of It's Always Sunny.
Without me?
Probably Madison, dude. Goddamn, I don't evolve my life around you.
She's your child.
I don't care.
Well, you can't watch it with the boys, so you gotta watch it with me.
I don't have to watch it with anyone. I can watch it by myself.
No, because I'm watching it too.
He watches it while he takes a shit.
No, I watch it in my living room while I eat
While
lunch.
he takes a shit.
That's the only reason why I haven't watched it on my own time, because I keep waiting on you to watch it.
Why would you
Don't
do
wait on
that?
him.
I'm not anymore. Douchebag.
Jeez.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. Anyway, I watched that, and I watched the new Fast and Furious movie, the Fast 10, Fast X, whatever the fuck it's called.
Did he have
And,
superpowers?
So me and Crystal got creative with it, and we were like, let's make a drinking game out of this. Every time they say family, you have to drink.
And
we
now
were
they're
like,
dead.
man, we're about to get really fucked up. You know what I mean? No, we didn't. That whole exaggeration of like they say family like 300 and some odd times, that's not true. They say it maybe 30 times.
Still quite a
So
few
you were
times.
pumped and let down.
Yeah. So I'm like giving like long. I'm thinking like we're gonna get like the word family every 30 seconds in this
Yeah.
movie.
It's like
You have to, because they're saying like 300 and some times they say it.
So like he's said it more in other movies and the other ones, maybe.
Maybe they meant in the entire franchise they've said
Oh,
it 300 and some
probably.
times.
it's like expecting Freddy Krueger to say bitch.
Well,
Well, yeah.
I'd say he averages that maybe 3 times. a
I was
movie.
under the impression that he said family like 300 and some, or they said family like 300 and some times in this movie. I'm like, that sounds retarded. We need to watch that and drink against that. No, they just say it like maybe 30 times in the movie. Maybe they've said it like 300 and sometimes throughout the whole franchise, or he has. I don't know. But either way, I mean, I had a slight buzz by the end of it. I wasn't drunk though, for sure.
Lame.
Yeah.
He was sipping.
I was still able to walk, so I wasn't drunk. Anyway, the movie wasn't bad though. It was good. It was a fun movie. I think that who's calling me? It's Alec.
Ah, your turn.
Okay.
That's
Hold
up
on.
to you.
Well, hold on now. Because we're not doing the movie review yet, or we're not even in the movie yet. Okay, fuck it. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys.
Hi.
How goes it?
Oh, it goes. How are you guys?
Well, we're just getting through our what you've been watching stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watched Fast X,
Did
which
you like it? Stephanie
watched
went and saw
Fast
it,
Triple
but I
X.
was really never into those movies, so.
it wasn't bad. I liked it. It's a good action movie. If you like action movies, you like the Fast movies.
He played in both.
I never got into them. I tried.
Oh, everyone's like, I watched up until the third one. Yeah, but that's when they got good. Was after the third one.
I don't think I even saw the third one. That's
So-
the Tokyo Drift
I
one.
saw 1 and 2, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
No, they're nothing like this. You can't stop at 1, 2, or 3. You got to go
You gotta go
into
all-
4 or 5. You got to get into the action movies. Those are just racing movies.
Oh, well, you're saying you can't, but I did.
I agree with Alec.
He said, yeah, you said I can't, but I did.
Anyway, so what's going on?
Not much. I just called to give my take, because this is, like I told you guys last week, this was my first time seeing Alien. I know I'm terrible. I only seen Aliens from on, so yeah, that's my bad. Let me tell you, I wish I would have seen it earlier, because this movie, hands down, was amazing. I think from start to finish, just especially me playing Alien Isolation before seeing this movie, so many little Easter eggs from the startup of that movie, from that video game. Like, I can't say enough. Like, that, just it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Like, to me, out of all the Alien movies, this is my number one.
It's a really good movie. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a heavy recommend, I'd say, from Alec.
Yeah. Did you have nightmares?
No.
Oh.
I think I'm past that stage. Like,
You didn't pee to bed, did you?
I was half tempted to let Jace watch it with me, but this kid gets scared.
Yeah, that one.
At times, so yeah, no. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, absolutely, man. No, it's a great movie.
Mm.
Loved it. So just
Good.
wanted to call, say hi to you guys and anybody listening. Seriously, you guys, we got to get these people out there. Make sure you share with your friends, family, some relatives if you choose to. Aliens are
Watch who you share with.
Careful.
Aliens are landing in Las Vegas. I mean, you could give it out to them. They could get it to their stellar planet, wherever the hell it's at. Let's get them out there. These guys kick ass. I want to see them succeed. We all want to see them succeed. Everybody sitting at that table deserves it. So
Everybody except for Madison.
Oh, no, that's not nice. You quit it.
You making fun of me?
Did you just catch on to that?
No, I'm
Man.
asking.
I heard that airplane from a mile away.
Damn. Damn.
Right over her head, huh? All right, well, Alec, we're gonna get back to it, man.
Alec, we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Hey,
Thank
guys,
you.
anytime.
We fucking love you, man.
Oh, I love you too.
Crying
I
right
promised
now.
myself I wouldn't cry though. All right, guys.
Take it easy.
Later, bud.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. He's so great.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. Anyway, that's all I've watched. Let's get into the movie, since Alec already did that for us.
Well, I mean,
There's a gnat.
it's good that we get,
Oh, shit.
another perspective.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm good with that.
Mhm.
Anyway, so... Oh, man. So should we just go ahead and give... Oh, yeah, let's go around the table. So we watched Alien from 1979. Let's get around the table and say, what'd you watch and what'd you recommend? Let's start with Karen.
Yep.
Did you say yum?
Yep.
Yep. She said yep. That's
Being
that's
a
a
yuppie
recommend.
person today.
A yuppie.
I got something in my eye.
Okay.
Hey.
She's trying to make money other places too.
No, I know what happened to
Pink
her.
eye?
I'm not trying to do that. No, I don't want to die.
Eric, what about you?
I will say yes and yes.
No. No, I'm just kidding, yeah.
You were about to get a left hook.
Bam. I taught you better than that.
Yeah. Yes, it's all around.
Yeah, I'd say it's a yes all the way around the table.
Resounding
Yes for
yes.
you.
Yeah, definitely a yes for me. Anyway, let's get into our plot here. This movie stars a bunch of fucking people like Sigourney Weaver, and she's really the only one you need to know because she's the best.
Main character?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ripley.
I recognized her instantly.
Yeah.
Not from Ghostbusters. I recognized her
She's
from
one of them women that's like,
Ghostbusters.
is she hot or is she just badass?
Mhm.
So I don't really think she's hot.
You know, I
Her
get.
jawline is strong.
I never
She's got a
thought she
very
was.
strong-
I never
strong-
thought she was pretty when I was younger. But like now that I'm older and appreciate, I guess, people.
Different types of beauty.
Yeah, different types of beauty. I think she's gorgeous. Yeah,
I agree with that. I could get behind that.
yeah.
She was always. I think she just puts me in the mind of like a really strong female
Mhm.
lead. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god,
She
you're-
could be a final girl. Oh, she is a final girl.
she's definitely a final girl.
Mhm.
So
But not the kind of final girl that's like by definition.
No,
right.
not
Yeah,
like
she didn't run up the
Sydney
stairs.
or
She
anything.
ran towards the alien and said, "I'm gonna fuck you up."
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll get into more of that, but it just reminds me of whenever Jennifer Lawrence was like, "Yeah, playing strong female leads. I'm glad I'm ahead of that," or whatever. She was like,
Yeah,
I think it was her.
I'm a leading frontier. on that,
I
yeah,
led that
something like
frontier, or whatever. It's like, okay,
No, you didn't.
dude. Sigourney
Not at
Weaver
all.
had you beat before you were even a cum stain on your mom's sheets.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
who said that?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
As much as I like her,
Who's Jennifer
Yeah.
I
Lawrence?
agree. Like,
she's been in
Hunger
a lot of
Games.
stuff, Hunger Games.
Oh, that chick.
mhm.
Oh,
I like Jennifer Lawrence, but
Yeah.
like Sigourney Weaver had her beat.
Yeah, like
years
I like
ago.
Jennifer Lawrence, but when she said that, it was like, ooh,
Yeah,
You
low
done
blow.
fucked up.
Mhm.
don't do.
You done fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's talk about the movie.
Anyway, let's get into this movie. Heavy, heavy, heavy spoilers. We are going to give the entire movie away, beginning to end.
Duh.
So,
I
just
don't-
so you're aware.
I don't know how this would be spoilers for Alien, though.
What do
I
you mean?
imagine everybody's seen Alien.
Not true.
I haven't.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Not
well,
true.
like Alec, he told us, like he texted me and Joseph, like this is his first time seeing it.
A lot of
This
people
was
have
my
seen
first time
Aliens.
seeing it.
Yeah, everybody I know has seen the second one, but not very many people have seen the first
Yeah.
one.
Which I don't know how the hell you could watch the second one of anything without watching the first.
I saw Terminator 2 first.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. You said you did.
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah, but you
I
were a
did see
kid,
that.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, we're going to get into it here. In the year 2122, the commercial towing spaceship Nostromo is returning to Earth from a mission on Thetis?
Thetis.
Theedus?
Thetis.
I didn't know that there was a
I didn't
name
know it was
for
a name for where they were coming from. Okay.
man,
Hopefully
whoever,
that's the only
whoever
time I
wrote
gotta
this,
say it.
they did their
Thetis.
homework. Good
Yeah.
job, Joseph.
Yeah. Thank
Thetis.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you,
dog.
guy who... I didn't write this.
I'm pretty sure it's
Copy
I-
and
I
paste
pulled
her.
it-
That line and then
I'm-
he wrote this.
I'm pretty sure it's Thetis.
Thetis?
Thetis.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. That sounds good.
That sounds
Thetis.
really good. Yeah, it sounds like a planet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't write this, by the way. I always pull. I've been pulling these off of Fandom, because they give really good plot synopses of like every movie. So, this one isn't near as long as last week. So thank God for that.
Yeah,
Give us
both
more.
our throats were like hurting.
Yeah, I
for
was
2
like,
days.
God damn it. So
My
Anyway.
eyes, I couldn't see for like 2.5
yeah,
days.
like staring. Well, that we were staring at a phone instead. I was
Mhm.
like, we got to print this shit off next week. All right. So anyway, it is carrying 20 million tons of mineral ore for the company Wayland Yutani. I thought it was just a
I always
Wayland.
say Utani. No, it's Wayland Utani.
Is it Wayland Yutani?
I have a shirt that I used to wear
Oh,
to
do
work
you?
all the time
Okay.
that said Wayland Utani, you know, building new worlds or whatever it was.
Mhm.
And I'd always wear it to work, and people were like, "Oh, I've never heard of that
I
company."
should have worn my fucking face hugger shirt. Damn it! I didn't. Even
I
think
should
about
have worn my Wayland Utani
Yeah.
shirt. I didn't even think about it.
it. Yeah, it's from Alien.
I
It's
didn't
free
even know
hugs.
that.
The free hugs shirt.
Yeah, I have a
It's got a
Wayland
face on
Utani shirt I used to wear to work, and people would be like, "I've never heard of that company." Oh, probably you don't want to.
Yeah, right.
You
Right. A
should
good
make
thing.
an Alien shirt that says mouth hugs.
Ugh.
It's true though. I mean,
It
it
is.
does give you mouth hugs.
I do have a face hugger at my house, like a. Little...
I have one here too. Actually, it's in a box along with my aliens.
No, that doesn't do much good.
My aliens over here, I think, isn't he?
I should bring my face
still
hugger
over
and put
here?
it on my mic.
Let's see him.
He's not on my mic.
No.
Oh, he must be in that box too. Then this be a really good. I have a lot of alien stuff, and I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, probably. I don't know. Who cares?
It's it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, there's a
Sure.
poster back there too of Alien. That's from the second one.
The TV
It's
crash.
the aliens.
Anyway, okay, so lost my spot. Okay, here we go.
keep getting distracted.
Yeah. Wayland
Follow with your
Yutani
finger.
and the crew is in stasis after receiving an unknown transmission from a nearby planet. The ship's computer wakes the 7-man crew, 7 men and women. Just saying,
Yeah.
there's 2 women
Seriously?
aboard. Yes, and actually,
Got
There's only-
pronouns in there.
there's only 6 because
Hey, but
one of
those
them
2 women
is a
stayed
robot.
till almost the
We don't
end.
know that yet.
You know, you're about to.
Giving away
after-
spoilers.
after
like,
the
before
crew
the
recovers,
spoilers.
yeah. After the
Jesus.
crew recovers from stasis, the Nostromo detaches itself from the refinery and lands on the planet. Captain Dallas, Executive Officer Kane, and Navigator Lambert leave the ship to try and determine the source of the transmission. While Warrant Officer Ripley, Science Officer Ash, and engineers Brett and Parker stay on the ship to monitor progress and make repairs. So first thing off, the fucking set designs in this movie are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
There was a lot of future tech on there for it being 79.
For being 79, the amount of detail and time that they put into the spaceship fucking immaculate, dude. You don't even get that kind of detail in a lot of newer movies.
No.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing I would say that that I found a little jarring was the screens,
right, because it's very retro.
which
Yeah,
I
very.
understand because how do you can't replicate any kind of future technology in that manner. But
and,
the
and this is
screens-
this movie is very practical. There's no CG.
absolutely.
I
but
mean, other than space. But.
also, it kind of, if you want to think about it this way too, it's a mineral ship. It's not meant to be your
Flashy.
state of the art
It's not-
flashy.
yeah,
So I
flashy,
mean,
yeah.
it's not gonna be.
It's gonna be gritty, dirty.
Yeah, it's gonna be gritty and dirty.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't exactly throw me off to the point that I would go, "Oh, this is totally." You know
Yeah,
what
I think
mean?
the only areas that were really nice was like the area where Mother was,
Mm-hmm.
like the cafeteria area and their sleeping quarters.
Yeah,
That's really about it.
yeah,
The rest of the ship is very dingy.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
You can tell they put a lot of thought into the design of the
Mhm.
ship. And
and I did notice that like too in the beginning, the music almost sounded kind of playful. Like
Yeah, a
when you
little
had
bit.
these shots, you know, of that
Yeah.
outside of space and stuff, like before, not during like the credits and stuff, but like, you know, when they were like, you know, showing exterior shots of like the ship and stuff, like when they were getting ready to go to the planet and they were getting, you know, going around the planet and stuff like that.
It would be a comedy.
Yeah, well, not like a comedy necessarily, but almost
a little
just
more lighthearted, I would say.
lighthearted,
Yeah.
exactly.
A little
Yeah.
more lighthearted.
hmm
They were like, psych.
Sorry.
Just
Facehugger.
kidding.
Dude, if I got an alien signal, I would probably be puking.
Well, they
over
didn't know it was an
myself.
alien signal. They just picked up a signal.
They were in a different universe getting a signal.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, and
That
we
would
also
be-
don't know much about their culture. Maybe they have aliens that live on Earth now. You know, this could be a normality.
That's not the case.
Even
No.
still,
because
I
he
mean-
even said this is the first sign of alien life that they've ever encountered.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
says
okay.
that whenever they first
That's what I'm saying.
I
find
guess I
that thing
didn't-
on the
I
ship
guess I
and
didn't
everything.
pick
He
up
said
on that.
he's like, this is incredible. This is the first whatever alien life, and it's really ancient. He's like, it's
The
really
only thing
old.
I
Even
remembered was
still-
them arguing because the one guy didn't want to go, and you know they were like, "Well, if you don't, you forfeit." You know
Your
your money.
earnings, yeah, your
But
share.
like, even still, I mean, you can see that there are already humans out that far. So who's
Yeah.
to say that another human ship, isn't stranded
Right.
somewhere over in that area?
Anyway, let's move on. Dallas Kane and
up.
Got to put some logic in it.
I know one thing: I could never go into space. Nope.
No fucking way, man. No way. That's like
vacuum. No.
that would be worse than
I don't
being
even like
underwater.
water. Yeah, I don't even like.
You talk
Because-
about
like
claustrophobia.
Yeah,
Like, I understand that it's a big ship,
yeah,
but the fact that I can't go outside and just get a breath of fresh air, nope,
right.
Mhm.
nope.
I agree. I couldn't do it. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert discover that the signal is coming from an abandoned alien spaceship. Inside, they find the remains of a large alien creature with its rib cage forced out from the inside.
Now, when we go back to the ship, you notice how that ship actually is remembered in like Prometheus. Was it Prometheus?
Yeah, it was in
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the same ship.
That's the same alien that
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
But that was like a gigantic
Well, he's
alien.
technically not an alien. He's a creator. They call
Yeah.
them creators, I believe.
Yeah.
Or something of that sort.
Yeah, but
Because they essentially created human and alien life.
yeah,
Mhm.
but an alien that guy was a lot bigger than what the Prometheus guy was.
Yeah, he was a little bit bigger in, but
Alien.
I think he was overgrown. They said something about his body molding to the chair or something like that. He mentions
Okay.
like his body's like grown to the chair or something like that,
Yeah.
or some that manner like that. That's why he looks the way he does.
And they also said something in Prometheus about the creators not all being exactly the same, or something to that effect. Like there was different creators even.
Well, it'd have to be
Because they had created each one created, like when they created humans, they created humans in their own
Yeah.
way, like
their own likeness.
yeah, their own
Like,
likenesses and
yeah.
stuff.
because it'd have to be a different creator because the one in Prometheus died by alien.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like,
Yeah, but let's not get too much into that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like
We
Prometheus,
we could go
I'm
and
just
do an
saying-
entire
Prometheus-
rabbit
yeah,
hole.
I'm just
like,
saying, like-
you go down a large rabbit hole with what Ridley
I don't
Scott's
even know
done
what-
with this franchise.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking amazing. If anybody here, if you guys haven't seen Raised by Wolves, Ridley Scott does that too, and it's very much of that same caliber of thought and like thinking outside the box and thinking about like creation and things like that. It's so fucking good, and they canceled it after 2 seasons. And I think the reason why they did is because people just couldn't comprehend or get a grasp on it. Like, it's more about creation and life, and it's fucking wild. It's a really good show, and I hate that they canceled it because it was really good. It has
Can
Ragnar in
they
it.
uncancel
Yeah.
shows?
Guy who played Ragnar.
They have.
They have. So, because they were talking like Raised by Wolves, because they just canceled it last year. They were talking like it could get picked up by another network or something like that, but I don't see it happening. I'm sure it's super expensive to produce and everything because it's Ridley Scott. But anyway, let's get back into it here. But like I said, if you haven't seen Raised by Wolves, check that shit out. Okay, so back at the ship, the computer is finally able to translate some of the unknown transmission, which Ripley determines to be a warning or a threat. Kane finds a chamber filled with eggs. Upon closer. Upon closer inspection of one, it opens up and a creature attaches itself to Kane's face, compromising his oxygen mask. Dallas and Lambert carry him back to the ship, where Ash lets them inside against the orders of Ripley, who believed they should follow quarantine protocols, which causes Ripley to become suspicious about Ash, since he, as a science officer, should have known better. So the part where the fucker jumps out and gets him gets me every time, man. Every fucking time. Every time I've seen this movie, whenever that facehugger attaches itself to him, it still gets me. It scares the shit out of me. I don't jump, but it scares me. Like, God damn it.
I don't.
Because
The only thing, like, I don't know. Maybe if you're in this situation, it's different. But like, he gets down there and he's like, "Oh, they look like eggs. Yeah, eggs hatch. So maybe don't."
and you see the
Like,
opening,
go.
dude, and then you see it open. Like, back the fuck up, dude. Don't put your face right over the.
Yeah,
damn
he's
thing.
like,
know what
"Oh, I
that
see
is."
movement," but he's like, "Oh, let me just."
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's
You
like
know,
right up in
are
that
you
shit.
kidding
Like,
me?
I could smell it.
as soon as you,
You
see
know,
that-
like-
as soon as you see movement, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he's like, "I see movement," and then he directly sticks his face right in it.
Like,
Like,
you can already see it. Why do you need to do that?
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
a little extreme for me.
You
I
see the
don't.
little thing go like that. Nope.
No.
It's
Yeah.
a creepy crawly. Let's go.
Fuck. Anyway, so yeah, like that. I think that's the one main flaw of this movie is like, why did you put your face over the thing?
These are supposed to be intelligent people, obviously.
but they're doing they're making really stupid decisions.
not all of them. I mean, Ripley
Ripley is the
survived
smartest
for a reason.
one. Yeah, she's the smartest one. All right, let's get through this. Once they have Kane in the infirmary, they attempt to surgically remove the creature from his face. Unfortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful due to the fact that the creature's blood is made of some kind of corrosive acid. Later, the crew finds out that actually they call it molecular acid. It's probably one of the worst acids you could find. It pretty much will eat through anything. How the hell it's blood is beyond me.
That guy was like, it gives me the creeps. The place that they were in, I was like, it'd give me the creeps too. If
Especially knowing that somebody
something
came back to the ship with
Yeah.
an alien attached to its face.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's another thing. They land in this planet, and they're talking about the atmosphere, right? And all of the things that's going on in the atmosphere. Anything that can survive in that atmosphere, maybe you don't want to meet.
Right, yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying.
Because usually it's going to be something terrible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's no different than, like, you don't swim to the bottom of the sea and expect to find the Little Mermaid or
Well, it seemed
Nemo.
Seemed
You're going to
like-
find
Care
giant
Bears, you know, like-
man-eating squids and
you're
fucking
gonna find
ferocious
Jaws.
sharks and things like that.
Seemed like they had
it's
their own
dangerous.
atmosphere, though. The eggs did.
I'm just.
There was an atmospheric barrier between that and, but still though, I mean, that was something that was
that planet was made for them, or well, they can survive in that atmosphere, and that if they can survive in that atmosphere, you don't want to meet them. That's all I'm saying.
right.
Like it.
Okay, so anyway, where was I? Okay. Later, the crew finds out what the creature has detached itself from, has detached itself from Kane's face and died, leaving Kane awake and alert. With everything seemingly back to normal, the crew resumes its mission back to Earth. Big mistake. Before re-entering stasis, the crew sits down for one final meal. At one point, Kane starts to choke and convulse until all of a sudden a creature bursts from his chest and runs away.
He had a
Oh, no,
C-section
not again.
inside out.
Every time I see that scene, I think of Spaceballs. I can't help it.
I do too.
Hello,
Not
my-
again.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime
My
cow.
jaw dropped. I said,
Yeah.
he had a C-section inside out.
So every time I see that scene, I giggle.
I do too. I can't help
I'm like,
it.
yeah, it's kind of freaky, and it does a really good job of making it seem.
Unfortunately, I saw Spaceballs.
But because you've seen Spaceballs,
well,
you're like,
I saw Spaceballs before I saw Alien.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, I didn't.
when the first time I saw the chest burster scene, it was already kind of ruined for me. Like, they did a great job,
Right.
and it's obviously very gory and done well. But even the first time I saw it, I was like,
Yeah.
even because it's the same actor. Even
It
so, I
is.
was like,
Yeah, it is the same actor too.
yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Not again."
Oh no, not again! I
Uh,
can tell from the bark. The bark, you dummies. Sorry.
I love Spaceballs.
We're
We
on
got that in the
Pluto.
box, right?
huh?
That's in the box, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's in the
Okay.
box.
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I know.
'Cause all we're gonna do-
Yeah.
All we're
Spaceballs
gonna
is
do-
amazing.
All we're gonna do for Spaceballs is just
Laugh.
one-liners.
One-liners the
Yeah.
whole
The
time.
whole time.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Colonel? What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Comb the desert. What'd you find? We ain't found shit.
Find anything.
Oh, just wait, Madison. It's great.
We're in the now. What happened then?
What's the code? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? That's the dumbest code I ever heard of.
What
an
kind of
idiot.
idiot?
Only-
What
kind of
kind of
idiot?
idiot puts that as their code?
Quick, what's the passcode? They tell him, "Oh, I gotta change my luggage."
Yeah. Go, what do you have? Oh, he had the special. Oh, that's what I ordered. I want the soup.
He had the soup too.
Sorry.
All right, before we
Check, please.
okay.
Okay, back to
Okay, so horrified, the crew attempts to
His best
create
friend.
weapons, including electric prods and motion trackers, and try to track down the creature. After a first failed attempt at killing the creature, the crew decides to abandon the refinery and take the shuttle back to Earth while everyone else is gathering supplies and tools. Brett tries to track down the ship's cat. The creature then appears suddenly,
Yeah, you
now
meow
grown
at a
up,
cat.
and takes him away through the air ducts.
If you meow at a cat, it's just gonna scare it even more.
That's
I have
why
a-
I
I have
put
a-
that damn cat.
I have a question about Brett's death.
Oh,
I wrote, "Oh look, the Hellraiser room. Where the hell is the rain coming from?
Yeah.
Why are there
I wrote that
chains?
too.
I
Uh-huh.
wondered
Right
the same
inside
thing.
the
Okay,
ship.
so the thing that I'm sure they could probably explain away the moisture, the rain falling. Like there could be probably maybe a some kind of like cooling system up there that is constantly cooling. You know how it creates condensation.
There's actually trivia on it, and the short answer is no. There's no explanation.
Oh, okay. And then the chains, yeah, it was very Hellraiser-esque.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it
when he
reminded me of.
walked in there, I was like, "Oh look, the Hellraiser room."
like,
I
oh.
literally wrote that.
Like it literally could have been a scene from like Hellraiser Bloodlines because that's in space also.
I mean, it was kind of cool that like when he got killed, like the blood rain
Yeah.
came down. Like that was neat. But like, I'm like, what what does this room function as? Like, what does it do?
Where are all these bodies, anyways? Where are they
Eaten.
going?
It's a big ship.
Yeah,
It's a big ship.
yeah. Well, it kind of showed. Well, did you guys watch the director's cut?
I watched the theatrical version.
Oh, okay, I
I
watched the
Because-
director's cut. In the director's cut, it shows where the bodies went.
Yeah, we wanted to watch. I wanted to watch the theatrical version because, for one, it's shorter, and for two, it's probably the one that most people have seen. So, and that's the one
I wanted to see the director's cut because I'd never seen it. So
I don't think I've ever watched the director's cut either. I know it's longer.
I thought it was shorter.
Is it shorter?
I think so.
Is
where
it
the
an hour
bodies
and
go.
40-something minutes?
I don't remember, but it only had a couple of scenes that the other one didn't have. Like in that, it shows where the bodies went
Which was where?
to a nest. Essentially, like she was using it, or it was using it for face huggers, and
Like the other
what it does in other movies. And
So were there other face huggers on the ship then?
I don't know. It didn't have face huggers on it yet. Like they were just like stuck to the wall, like ready,
Being ready.
like it was readying them
I
or whatever. You know
gotcha.
what I mean? Like that's what it
Yeah, but
reminded
she was
me of.
that alien wasn't a queen.
No, but I think it was just like in its nature
Oh,
to
do
ready
that.
ready
It's
the
kind of
bodies.
like a bee's nest, essentially.
Yeah, like to ready the bodies for
the
a
queen.
Right.
queen or whatever.
It's just doing what it's naturally
Supposed
That's how
supposed to
I
do.
took it because like that's what you've seen in the other movies.
right.
And then Ripley was the one that discovered them, and she took
I think I do remember seeing that because I remember her finding the captain.
yeah, it was Dallas and
Yeah.
Brett
Which
that
One
she
is
found.
Ripley again?
Ripley's the main character.
Oh.
Yeah, and she took the flamethrower, and
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
I think I do actually.
I can't remember the other one.
But that wasn't in the theatrical version.
No,
Yeah,
No.
it's just
I can't remember the other one. They were seamless though. Like I didn't even realize that they weren't part of it.
yeah, because I remember
until-
seeing those scenes, so I must have seen the director's cut at some
Mhm.
point.
Yeah, like after like it was over, and I was reading some of the trivia. I was like, oh yeah, I guess it wasn't in there. Like it was almost seamless. I was like,
Right.
so what was the difference? But yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of them.
All right. Having witnessed the event and realizing how dangerous the creature has become, the crew arms themselves with self-made flamethrowers and try to throw the xenomorph into space. The attempt fails, and the captain is taken away by the creature too.
Yeah, that part had me cracking up. Alien just wanted Dallas to give him a hug.
Yeah, he was like,
that was
His
really-
arms were wide open, like, I just want a hug.
let's hug it out, buddy.
I thought it was like
Here, let me show you my man cave.
that was really like
Here, share a beer.
eerie to me though, because I don't think I've ever seen their fingers. So like when
It is
was
really weird.
yeah,
how,
when it was like this, I was like, like ew.
Yeah, because like I don't know. The one thing that I really didn't like about this movie was the aliens were too human-esque. So like they walked like they had legs and they had hands and fingers, and that bothered me. Like whereas in the other movies, they were less human.
I didn't
guess.
notice that really. Like
I
thought
did. Like you can tell the fingers
I
were
was focused
obviously
more on their
gloves.
head, their face, and
Ew.
stuff.
I thought that they didn't show the alien enough for you to really get.
I did. Like
That
the part
vibe.
where she's on the shuttle at the end and he sticks his hand out,
He was
and
like,
the part where he like went out for the hug thing.
Yeah, that one I noticed the hands or whatever because that was jarring to me because I don't remember ever seeing hands on them before. But like the rest of the time, I felt like you didn't see enough of it all at once to get a real feel for what it looked like
Right.
all at once. I guess kind of Jaws-esque in a way. Like you know you never saw the shark very much.
Right. I guess.
So when you saw the alien, you only saw like the head or the tail or like the side of it or
Is Jaws in that box?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't think we ever put that one on there.
I'll look. You can keep going.
Okay, so Ripley then takes command, noticing that Ash is behaving suspiciously all the time, and that he is not doing anything productive against the creature. She begins to monitor Mother and discovers Ash's hidden agenda with the company. They knew about the alien signal all along, had decoded it, knew also about the creature all along, and through Ash, they want to take the creature alive for their own profit. It's not in there? Okay. She also realizes that they have been using, through Ash, the ship and its crew to test and analyze it. Ash discovers Ripley's discovery and tries to kill her because she had become a threat to the company's purposes. The others prevent him from doing so. They take him out and discover he is a robot, an ideal person for such a conspiracy. They awaken him and discover the company the company were satisfied with the expectations regarding the creature and gave Ash the order to bring it back to Earth and sacrifice the rest of the crew on the way. They also realize through Ash's analysis that the creature is too strong for them to being able to defeat it and decide to destroy the ship with the alien inside after turning Ash off. Parker and Lambert, who were still alive with Ripley, are later killed by the alien while they were making the corresponding preparations, leaving Ripley completely alone on the alien, or with the alien on the alien. Whoa.
Oh,
Well, Ripley, that's why she survived.
Yeah. Satisfy me. You got a cigarette?
I mean, look at its tongue thing.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Tongue easy.
It's already pretty lubricated, too.
With acid.
Wait till you find out what they used for the slime.
Yeah.
KY.
Was it KY?
Dude, you
Good
know
guess.
Do you know?
Was it?
Uh,
Yeah. Makes sense.
Do you know how creepy it would be if it started mimicking those people's voices,
Oh,
like
the
it
bear.
did in Annihilation?
Ugh.
Yeah. That'd be freaky.
That would be weird.
Like,
Can you
be on the
imagine
ship
how scary
alone
that
and
was
then-
for Ripley, though? Because she could hear it, knowing that she was about to be the only one left.
Mhm.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be fucking terrifying. What?
Yeah,
She's a
still trying
badass.
to find the cat.
Yeah.
No, she had the cat. She was carrying
She
it.
had the cat, and then she left that bitch
carrying it.
behind.
She
She's
was-
like,
before-
peace, kitty cat.
Yeah, so-
Well, yeah, she was carrying it, and then she heard it, like, on the mic, she was, like, talking to them, saying, like, I'm coming, or whatever, and,
Yeah.
like,
So before all that, why the hell is she constantly trying to chase down that? Screw that fucking cat.
Yeah, that cat's dead, man.
I can kind of understand it there at the end, though, when she was the final person, because you want something.
Didn't Jonesy also survive all the way through Aliens?
Yes.
Along with Newt and all that?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say,
Or there was a cat, anyway. I don't know if it was the same cat.
I hope so.
Yeah.
The fact that the cat survives the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I think that at the end, it wasn't so much like, I gotta save the cat. It was more like you want something.
need
Like, you need
something.
some kind of, like, comfort.
I get
I
it.
need someone to be there.
Um.
I'm not leaving.
Okay.
completely.
Let's see, where'd I go now?
The other two got killed.
Gotta have Wilson.
Okay. She still manages to activate the self-destruct sequence, get her cat, and go to the shuttlecraft and lightboat Narcissus in time. The alien, however, foresaw the event and hid in the ship, but was in a bad shape because of the vibration of the destruction of the Nostromo. Ripley discovers it in time and, in the nick of time, launches it in space, killing it. So I had a problem with this. So I understand that, like, this alien isn't intelligent. It is an animal. It is a beast. It's a killing machine. Why would it be so smart as to get on the shuttle with Ripley? You know what I mean? Before she,
Why
how would-
did it tuck itself in that hole?
because it was injured from the vibration.
He was injured. But see, that's the key there, is that it was injured. It was injured to the point that she was now a threat to it.
Okay, I get that, but why would it be on that? How would it know where that shuttle was and all that? Like,
Well, it came with them. Like, the facehugger. It was originally a facehugger.
yeah, but not on that ship, not on that shuttle.
Yeah.
No,
The shuttle wasn't the shuttle what they took
that
to
shuttle's
the...
a lifeboat.
Yeah.
What,
That's
the
all that
shuttle
is.
wasn't what they took to the...
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's just a lifeboat. It's literally the.
Well,
size
it's been
of,
watching them this whole time. Following them around.
Yeah, I
and
get
stuff.
that,
For,
but
like, ventilation
it was
and
already
stuff.
on the ship before she even got there. Is what I'm saying. So it was already on the lifeboat before she got there. How would it have known to go there? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just been following them around and stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's been in the air ducts and stuff like that. So who knows what it's,
I don't know.
discovered.
I found that hard to believe that, like, it would just know where the lifeboat is. And
Well, I think that it does have a certain amount of intelligence, because one thing that Ash said was that, what did he say? I think I wrote it down. They're not held back by morality. So that itself denotes some kind of intelligence.
I guess.
Like, that denotes some kind of intelligence. It's like, pure logic.
Right.
So that's almost a pathological intelligence.
It just knows what to do.
Yeah, they're just motivated by survival, and that's it.
Okay. I mean, I can take that, I guess.
But I had a bigger problem, though. Like, so the whole reason that they didn't leave right away was because they needed coolant.
Yeah.
She left without coolant.
I think that what was the coolant for?
For the shuttle.
She
Yeah.
was like, grab as much coolant as you can.
But that doesn't even matter either, because like in the second one, they don't explain any of that, and she's been floating in space for like 50-some years.
Yeah, but that's I
Well,
don't.
it could
that-
also be for their pods for when they sleep.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just
So-
saying. She said that we need as much coolant as possible. Grab as much coolant as possible.
Well, they
And
don't
that was
know
the whole
how
reason
long-
that they were down there.
they
So
don't-
they died for nothing.
They didn't know how long they'd be out floating around in space in that shuttle, so they thought, just grab as much cool as you can to keep yourself frozen for as long as possible.
You're still not helping my argument.
Why'd she leave without it? Well, obviously she needed to because the place was going to blow up.
I
So,
understand,
fucking cool
but
at
I
that
guess
point.
we're going to see what happens in space.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
again, that's
got
my
time to
bigger
grab
problem,
it,
I
you
guess.
gotta
Is
go.
like, she needed the coolant, and then all of a sudden she didn't need it anymore. Like, grab at least 1 or 2 tubes. You were already up
Right.
there.
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a few plot holes in this
Yeah.
movie that like don't make much sense. All right, so after the victory, she sends a message through space about what happened and sends the ship to the best possible course in space on the hopes of being salvaged. She then takes her cat and goes to the cryo chamber to sleep in the hopes of being woken up by one of the spaceships she hopes to encounter. The end. So
He popped out of that cubby. He said, "Rawr."
Rawr.
So I think that the ending of this movie is pretty ambiguous for the fact that like they didn't know if they were going to do a sequel when they did this. They didn't. So they're like, let's do this. And then they just left it on a cliffhanger. Like, does Ripley survive? Does she get discovered? But then obviously they do the sequel, but still, like, I couldn't imagine sitting there watching this movie back in 79, whenever they didn't really do that a lot, leave you on cliffhangers like that. And the end of the movie, she just goes to sleep like, fuck, dude, does she ever get discovered or is she still floating out there? You know what I mean? Like,
I think that was the perfect ending, really. Because if they'd have given you a happy ending, it wouldn't have resonated with the rest of the movie. Because the rest of the movie sort of gives you this bleak feeling. Even at the beginning, even when they're all happy and jovial and together, you have this sort of impending, bleak doom feeling, even before anything happens.
right.
So the ending sort of fits the rest of the movie in giving you that same bleak feeling. So I feel like the ending was kind of perfect in that manner myself.
Okay. I mean, no, I like the ending. I'm just saying, like, could you imagine watching it back in 79
Yeah.
and being like, what? Like,
Yeah.
hold on now. Does she survive?
Yeah, a lot of times they'd give you that like to be continued or some,
Yeah.
something like that, something lame. So I kind of give him
But man, I just
commendation for not
love-
doing that.
I just love Ridley Scott's style, man. He's
Mhm.
he's so good at doing like dread and things like. No, he's still alive.
It's the feel
Yeah,
that he brings to the movie.
He does such a good job. He did it,
90?
The atmosphere.
No,
He can give
he's-
you an atmosphere without
he's
you having to
old.
be there.
but like I don't know, man. Like he did, like I said, he did Raised by Wolves. He did the other. He didn't do Aliens, obviously. I think he was producer on that, but that was James Cameron that did Aliens.
Yeah.
Then he did what's the name of that one? Prometheus. I'm not sure if he did Alien Covenant or I don't think that was him.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Is the second one better than the first one?
It just depends on what you're looking for out of the movie. So, like, this one is definitely just mainly horror.
Yeah, this one's a horror movie. Aliens, I would say, is more action.
It's more action horror, Aliens
Yeah.
is. And they're both really fucking good.
Yeah.
Honestly, they are. Like, but they bring their own thing to the table. So,
Yeah.
like, the first one with Ridley Scott brings in this, like, massive, like, just dread and horror element. And then in the
It
second
gives you
one,
that atmosphere
yeah,
of like
that
just
atmosphere has been set up.
Thing.
And that setting has been
Yes,
set up for the
very-
second
yeah,
one.
Very similar.
But like in the second one, James Cameron brings his, I'm going to do this action movie with these horror elements, which he also did with the first Terminator movie. You know,
Mhm.
the first Terminator is arguably more of a horror movie than it is an action movie.
Yeah.
So, and it's that same kind of, which you've seen the first Terminator movie. It's a lot like that.
It's
It's
a
got that
similar-
same. It's got that same feel to it.
Yeah.
Which one is it? That's got, I think it's Christina Ricci as the alien or as the robot.
No, you're thinking
Yeah,
of Winona
Winona
Ryder.
Ryder.
Yeah, Winona Ryder.
That's the
yeah.
fourth one.
That's the fourth one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay. I kind of vaguely remember that one.
Winona Ryder's in this.
she's in the fourth one.
She's in one. Yeah.
And that's probably the worst one.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't mean to ruin
No,
it for you.
It's one I.
Ron Perlman's in it too.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of
There's
there's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
star
great people
power
in
in
that
it.
one,
And
yeah,
it's
it
it's
just
not
wasn't good.
good.
Mostly, I think the
The
worst
best part
of-
is when she does that.
yeah, that
and-
was the cool part.
and she did it on one take.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that. That was pretty cool.
But like the alien that shows up at the end of that looks stupid as fuck, and it's
Mm.
weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
The
And-
human.
Yeah, the human alien hybrid, whatever. It was dumb.
Whale in
gets
Utah.
sucked
Anyway,
through a hole.
So I didn't understand the self-destruct thing. Why the hell did so it said self-destruct will initiate or will happen in 10 minutes, but you are unable to disengage it in 5. Why?
Because then, I mean, that's a plot point. That's strictly a plot point.
Why
I mean,
though? Then just make it 5 fucking minutes.
I know.
Like I didn't understand that. Like, why the hell? So at 5 minutes, you can no longer disable
You know, I
the
wonder.
self-destruct.
I wonder if that was kind of the joke in Spaceballs too. You remember the self-destruct thing in Spaceballs when they couldn't turn it off? And they're like- and they're
Out
like-
of orders.
Yeah, they're like, well, now you're gonna self-destruct with the ship, and they're like, thank you,
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, that's strictly. I think that's just a plot point.
It had to have
I
been.
mean, 'cause there's
I didn't
really no
understand. Yeah, I didn't
explanation for that.
understand why that.
There
was
should
a
always
thing.
be a fail-safe. You should
Yeah.
always be able to turn it off. You should
At
always be
1
able to-
second, like in any other movie.
Yeah,
any
you should.
action
There's
movie-
always that 1 second rule,
Yeah,
or
the-
3 second,
or
3
3
seconds.
second,
Yeah,
yeah.
3 second rule.
That Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, it always stops at 3 seconds. Yeah, yeah. The one part too that really bothered me was after the face hugger died and they put it up on the table and they're like poking and prodding at it. Earlier when he's laying on the table and they're like poking and prodding at it while it's on his face, they're like wearing masks and they're like,
Now they're all up in that shit.
yeah, they got their face down in it and they don't wear any masks. They're not, it's like,
You could be exposing yourself to
so
something.
now
and they also
like,
let
you're not
him
worried?
right out of
Except
quarantine.
Ash.
Yeah.
ain't
Like,
got
oh, he's okay now. Like, okay, you don't
Yeah, but
think that they're.
if
You
he-
think that thing just attached itself to his face for no fucking reason and then just died?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
even,
I didn't.
even Ripley
I
was
thought
like,
you guys
"Oh
were
yeah, everything's
science.
fine now."
Yeah, even Ripley. Like, that was even a dumb moment on her. Like, what? No.
They got it.
Like that.
I would be
dude's
like,
got-
I
that
wanna
dude needs
see-
to have tests done. And
I know. I'd be
everything
like, "I
else.
want to see his X-rays."
Yeah. I
I
need
want-
to see everything about this.
Yeah.
But then again, this is where their science officer comes in and says he's all good, but he's also the one that they can't trust. So
But
he
see, if
kinda,
I'm Ripley and I'm already suspicious,
yeah,
I'd be like, "Okay, cool. I'm going to the bathroom." Like I'd be in there looking
What
at
is
his
this shit?
X-rays.
Yeah, right. I agree. Like I didn't understand. Like so they're just gonna let this dude roam around out of quarantine, everything. Like that's dumb to me. Like
It really is because, like, if you're stuck on a ship like that, it's not like here where, okay, so this guy's infected or whatever, I can run away or, whatever. Like, you can't, there's nowhere to go. You're on a ship. There's nowhere to go. You can't run anywhere.
right.
That's another part of that claustrophobia space thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ripley was 100% right when she said they needed to quarantine him. I mean, 24 hours I don't think would have mattered because,
He was dead within like an hour.
Yeah, well, I
They
mean,
got him
even
cleaned
still,
up. He went to eat right before they went into cryo sleep, and he was already coming out.
Well,
of his
even
chest.
still, like, how long did he lay there in like the sick bay with that thing on his face?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Would 24 hours would have mattered? Was he laying there for a day, 2 days? How long? I don't know.
Right.
Would 24 hours of quarantine would have mattered? I don't know. But-
like COVID 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if the protocol would have helped or not, but she was 100% right by saying, like, we need to wait and see what's going on here. But yeah, I wouldn't have let him in either. And I don't know. I probably would have punched Ash in the face just because I would have been mad.
Fucking Ash.
Yeah.
Not this Ash.
No.
This is good Ash. You're bad Ash.
You good little tissues.
Good little tissues.
Ash versus...
Which really sucks because that actor that plays Ash, I really like him.
Yeah.
I've seen him in a few things.
You mean Army of Darkness and all that?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. Evil Dead and that. I don't think that's in there.
I think we have Evil Dead in there. So Army of Darkness would be part of that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we put that in.
Army of Darkness? Wouldn't that be part of it?
If Evil Dead's
Evil
in
Dead.
the box, and then
Army of Darkness would be part of that.
Is it in there?
I'm pretty sure. I will look.
I don't know if we ever did or not.
I'm pretty sure we did. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, we got 5. 5 hits. So apparently we put them all in there.
5 of them?
5. Yeah, Evil
Do you
Dead
have it
series,
organized?
Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness.
We put all that in there? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We really like the Evil Dead series around here.
Are we starting off with the first one? Or are we just...
yeah, we'll start.
Yeah,
off
we'll start with the first one.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, anyways.
The Evil Dead remake.
So the one thing I didn't like about this that I guess makes sense if you watch the director's cut, but like there was all the off-screen deaths. Like you didn't see anything. But I guess it makes sense if he was trying to like nest them or whatever. But like the off-screen deaths kind of blow. Like
Yeah, I feel like they kind of...
shot themselves in the foot with it.
Yeah, well, and they didn't show Ripley coming upon the bodies,
Yeah.
which would have explained that.
But it did. But
And
in the theatrical version, you don't see that. So
right, that's what I'm saying.
You're
They
kind of
cut-
like, eh.
That's what I'm saying. They shot themselves in the foot by not showing that.
Right.
If
So
they
like,
would've shown that, then
Yeah,
I get-
'cause it's
I think
literally like
that-
a 1 minute and a half sequence. They're not elongating the movie by that much
yeah.
to add that scene in there, and it would have explained
a lot. Yeah. I don't know why that wouldn't be in the. Maybe they had a problem with that. Would you stop?
It could have been something to do with censors, or
Maybe it was
They
a
thought it
sensory
was
thing.
too-
Maybe it was too graphic.
too graphic, maybe for then.
But then again, dude, The Exorcist. Like, it was an R-rated movie, and that was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
There was some
Pretty-
bad shit. The girl literally masturbates with a goddamn crucifix.
yeah. I don't know if that was in the theatrical version though.
Oh, it wasn't?
I think that was in the one that they released later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Oh.
watched the long cut.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
that was
watched.
a really long
you guys
fucking movie.
You guys watched
so
the one
long. I was ready for it to be over.
You guys watched the one that they released later that
Oh.
had the more graphic and more.
Anyway, do you guys have anything else you want to add here, or
Let me.
because I feel like you've got a lot of trivia? So
It's no more than usual.
okay,
I do have to add, I did miss one timestamp. The What Have You Been Watching? I think it was about 10 minutes in, though.
the what?
What Have You Been Watching? That timestamp.
Oh, don't worry about it. Usually, if you skip news and what you've been watching, I can usually find them pretty easy.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was within 10 minutes, so.
But if it's like, the
No,
movie
I got
trivia,
the
all that
movie, I
stuff,
got
like
that, I
that
got
stuff's
that.
harder for me to find.
Oh, Crew Expendable. Could you think of a work sentence to see?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Crew Expendable.
So, did you watch the updated version, right? So, like, you saw like how like good it looked whenever like the computer was mother was talking
Yeah.
Mhm.
or typing. Like, it looked really good. Like, I remember being a kid and watching that and watching it flicker across the screen and just like how old and dated it looked.
But even as kids, that looked amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure, yeah,
like-
because it's
You know, I mean, it's
Computers were what back whenever we were
Yeah.
kids?
right.
Good old
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you had like the good old VHSs that were taped over television show, the old television, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, we had 2 VCRs, man. 2 VCRs. You'd run one through the other one and record it as it
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that was illegal as shit.
Mhm.
Like, illegal as shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, if they caught you doing that, you were going to jail. Like,
Mhm.
But we had like 300 or 400 movies that had like, each VHS tape had like 3 movies on it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
we had
did too.
all 5 Rocky movies on 2 VHS tapes.
And the old ads, TV ads.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, we were renting them from
Oh,
the Blockbuster or the movie store and then recording them onto another
Oh, we had
VHS.
so many that were like HBO. So like you'd see the HBO like
Yeah.
thing,
And
and
like
then
you
like
said,
the
these
movie would
TV
come on,
ads.
feature presentation, blah blah blah.
HBO's that old.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
they
that was
were-
Wait a minute,
premium.
how old do you think we are? Like
Well, I mean,
dinosaurs roam the earth or what?
No. I thought HBO just
HBO was like the first premium movie
HBO
channel.
and Showtime were the two big ones when
Yeah.
we were kids.
Yeah,
If you had
especially-
HBO and Showtime, you were rich.
Oh fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If you had HBO, dude, you're like, you have HBO? No way.
yeah,
Like, that was a big deal.
yeah. My grandma
Big
had it.
deal.
My
Yeah.
grandma had it. We didn't. My grandma had it.
We had it whenever I lived with my mom, and that's how we watched Tales from the Crypt and stuff. It was
Mhm.
on HBO. And it
Yeah,
was,
when we moved in with grandma, we were like excited because it was
Yeah,
like,
we're like,
oh,
HBO?
grandma's got cable.
yeah,
Like,
cable,
fuck
HBO,
yeah.
what? Like we get to watch the movies like for
Mhm.
free.
Yeah,
we don't even
I
have to go to the video store for 'em.
yeah.
I thought HBO was only like a newer cable channel.
Mm.
I
You
didn't-
still have
No,
those
it
old
is
VHS tapes?
Old.
In the basement, probably.
I
Yeah.
know, like my brother's dad had like he'd record all these movies, and he still has all of them on VHS. He's
Yeah, I got a bunch of them in the basement. I don't know if I still have all of them.
See, I think my second birthday is in one of those tapes.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
because I know grandma had it.
Yeah, we had it at one point, but I don't know what happened to it.
back in 1958.
It was 1992.
Yeah,
All right, so you guys.
that's it. That's
all
all.
you
That
guys
was
got?
the only one.
Yeah,
That was
that's
the
all
only
we
other
got.
one because it
All right,
put a chill through my spine.
let's go ahead and rate and review this motherfucker.
Let's review this bitch.
Let's start with
I
Madison.
knew you were gonna
Miss
do
Madison.
that.
Madison.
What do you think of Alien from 1979?
It was old.
It was
And
old,
boring.
old and boring.
No, I'm just kidding.
She said she liked it.
She said she liked me.
She's a liar.
I am a liar. I'm good at it too, aren't I?
Jeez.
Not really.
No, I'm not.
You sound very
Hurt
exaggerated.
my feel bads.
That's just my voice.
Hurt my feel
Are you
bads.
serious? That's just my voice.
All right. So what do you think?
Okay, so, I liked it. I don't know how to explain things at all. I just really liked it.
Okay, so
You tried to get me to watch it before, and I didn't because I don't know why.
I think your reasoning was I don't like space and alien movies.
I don't like space movies.
She's got a very weird taste in movies. She don't like action movies either.
I like space horror movies because it sets a very scary tone for me.
Do you like
claustrophobia?
Do you like Leprechaun in Space?
Yeah,
That's a whole other ball
but that's
game.
because it's stupid
That's a
and
gem,
funny.
dude.
Dude, we spent an entire weekend one time just watching all of the Leprechaun movies, and that was the
Mhm.
best
He's a
weekend of my
fucking
life.
gigantic person. Little cargo
That movie's
bag.
ridiculous, dude, but it's great.
Oh yeah,
Like
It's
Jason
definitely
X.
it's definitely like it's Jason X too. Like Jason
Yeah.
X and Leprechaun in Space are the same fucking movie.
They are.
They're
really are.
very similar in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Like it's ridiculous. But like in Leprechaun in Space, it's like there's a space princess for whatever fucking reason,
yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I used to like.
All right, I
there's-
get behind this.
There's fucking leprechauns. Why can't there be a space princess?
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Leprechaun was one of the movies I could get into as a kid because when I was a kid I didn't like a lot of horror movies, but Leprechaun was one that I did kind of
because it's not scary.
because it's not scary. It was
It's
just
more
fun.
comical.
It was fun.
Yeah,
That was how Scream was for me. Whenever I started getting into Scream, it wasn't like horror to me. It was more comedy.
I've never felt slasher movies were scary. Never.
Neither have
Never.
I. No, I never have. They're entertaining. but
Entertaining,
never,
yes.
Never scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason is not scary.
Not in the least.
No. All right. So what do you got?
I rate it 8.
An 8? 8 is what you said? Okay. Eric.
I gave it an 8 as well. I thought, the visuals and everything were really good. I enjoyed the plot quite a bit. I liked how they... Well, I wish they would have showed the alien a little bit more, but what they did show, I did enjoy, other than the give me a hug. That was kind of... Yeah.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Happy birthday! Oh, you're not Ripley.
Want to squeeze those boobies? Oh.
Oh.
Cons, I really don't have a whole lot of cons on it. The one lady, what's her name? The
other one that isn't Ripley?
Yeah, the other one that's not
The one
Ripley.
that looks like a lesbian?
Yeah.
Man, her screams and she was just,
She was
my
such a
God.
bad character. She was like,
She's
Yeah.
a
They
good
wrote her badly.
actress.
She's
Yeah.
a good
She's
actress.
a good
I know she's a good actress, but like,
that,
like they didn't give her anything in the movie. Nothing, man, except for just that, like, she was that background kill. Like nobody gave
Yeah.
a shit about her. She was just there.
yeah.
And I
she
really
served no
hated
real
that.
purpose.
They should have given her some kind of purpose.
She was the only
as
other
another,
female.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
another female.
I
part-
agree, dude. Like she was
Like-
the only other female on the
She
ship.
was just there, so it wasn't all men, and then Ripley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then was it Paxton was the other engineer. Not
Oh, Brett and his real name's Yaphet Kato.
That dude's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
He was the best part of Freddy's Dead.
Yeah, he was. Played Doc.
Yeah.
Brett. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not Brett, the other one.
Yeah, that's who we're talking
Yeah.
about. Yaphet Kato.
He's
He
dead
just-
now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dead.
He came off as
He was probably one of the best characters in this movie too, honestly. He really was. He was definitely the comic relief.
Yeah, he was.
So yeah, I mean the only con I really had was with the other female. Can't remember her name.
I agree with that.
What's
yeah.
her face?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's her face?
Her constant screaming and I'm good.
She was just hysterical. She was never.
Yes.
She was
Yeah,
never.
she was never strong at any point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he
Yeah.
was either one dude kept telling her like, get the fuck out of the way, get the fuck out of the way. She just kept standing there and just screaming. It's like, fuck it, torch them both.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Karen. What about you?
Well, I was going to bring up that about the other girl. I feel like she was wasted.
She was
Yeah,
underutilized.
Yeah.
and
Wasted talent.
if they were going to make Ripley, as much as they made Ripley a hero, and that as revolutionary as that was, I felt like that was such a waste on their part to not utilize the other female character in some way. Then the music, as I mentioned earlier, they started out with this sort of playful score, which kind of gears you up in a way for you're not quite sure what's going to happen. If you'd never seen this movie before, you'd almost be like watching it and kind of going like, what's up with this song? Like, it almost sounds like they're going to go and find like, E.T. or something. I don't know. But like, it quickly changes gears and the score starts to be a little bit more closer to what you would imagine it should be. And then what I really love is the absolute atmosphere. Like you said, that like Ridley Scott does a great job of creating this atmosphere that you can really feel even as the audience. You're drawn into this complete feeling of dread and claustrophobia and terror, and you feel it almost as much as they do. And I want to say that I really liked all of the characters, especially Ripley, and it was revolutionary that she was a hero and a final girl, but not by definition necessarily.
God damn.
So I will say that is probably one of my favorite things because it wasn't something that
Hold on a minute. What are y'all doing?
Shit, run. Your face is killing me.
I know, right?
Where's the broom?
Are you done? Jesus.
I'm waiting for one little squeak.
One more.
Jesus Christ. All right. I think we're good. Creepy
Oh,
No,
ass
they
house.
walked over there. They're probably gonna walk back.
Well, it's just funny because it was like they were standing.
So stupid.
It's funny because they probably can't hear any of this. We're here laughing like crazy.
God damn, man.
The floor is squeaking above us.
Yeah. And it's just, they're going like in this one spot.
Yeah, it's almost like they're standing in one
Right
spot and going,
above you.
Yeah.
"Eek,
It's like they're just up there, just like,
eek."
they're on a rocking chair, just going back and forth. Like, all right. Sorry,
Are you
Karen.
done?
No, yeah, so my favorite thing is
It
that
was just driving me nuts. I'm like, well, I'm trying to listen to you, and I'm like,
Squeak, squeak.
Definitely, too.
it's like,
Right
it's like
there.
right there, and I'm like, God damn.
Are you done with your squeaky shoes?
again with the squeaky shoes.
SpongeBob, put your boots away. Anyone
Jeez.
ever see that episode?
All right.
Yeah, so my favorite thing is definitely the Ripley thing. They were the first ones to kind of do that, bring a woman into the front and center, make her the hero. And not even just a final girl, but the hero. Like, she came through and she was right from the beginning. She was the only real smart one in the throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, it wasn't something. It's not something that she really grew into. It's something that she already was.
Yeah, she was already the one person in the movie that you were like,
Somebody had a leak.
It is fucking noisy up there right now, man.
but all through the movie you were totally rooting for her, and she was the one that you were going, yeah, she's right, listen to her.
Right.
Usually it's the captain or something, but even the captain, you were like, yeah, you're useless. Get out of the way. The one thing that really bothered me was a few things, like the mask thing that really bothered me because it just didn't fit. There were a few things at the end, the coolant, so there's a few bumps, but nothing really that, I feel like is enough to really ding it. So I'm going to come in with them and say 8.
3 8s. We got
3 8s. So I love this movie. This movie is awesome. Like you said, Ridley Scott brings that atmosphere, his directing style. This is the first of the franchise. You can't be anybody without knowing what Alien is. Whether you've seen the Alien movies, the Alien versus Predator movies,
I didn't.
it's been parodied by Robot Chicken. Every medium, every medium that parodies anything has parodied Alien in one way, shape, or form. So it's everywhere. It's not something that I know everybody's heard of this. But anyway, the writing, the horror element, claustrophobia, the set designs. Oh my God, it's all good. There's a few plot holes here to be had, but what movie doesn't have something?
Yeah.
Like we said, the reason why we never rate anything at 10 is because there's
Even if
always
you
room
can't
to
find
grow.
it,
Yeah.
even if you can't find it, there's something.
There's something there. So I'm with you guys on this, but I'm going to go 8.5 because I love this fucking movie and I've always loved it. So this movie's amazing. So 8.5 for me.
You had to one up us.
It was an 8.5 to begin with.
It was technically a half of us, but
Yeah.
It was a half upper.
It was
So-
a semi.
8.1.
8.1.
8.125.
I guess it would be 1.25 or 125, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, so let's get into our Rotten Tomatoes stuff here and see what's going on. Oh,
That
it's
was a
Crystal.
long squeak.
It's Crystal up there. She's like, she said, "Dude, I'll fuck you up." I have shit to get ready for tomorrow.
She had to pee for tomorrow.
Maybe. Anyway,
Fuck you up. That's
That's
hilarious.
Fuck you
That's why
up.
she kept doing it and did the last one squeak
Yeah, that one little squeak. One last one.
all right. So,
down there.
Rotten Tomatoes. Has anybody else looked at the Rotten Tomatoes for this movie?
No, we don't do
It's
that.
cheating. Dad.
Fucking cheaters! You better
I
not.
don't even look at Rotten Tomatoes at all.
I
Listen,
don't.
I can
have
see
to.
your phone in that glare right there.
Well,
That's
stop.
for sure.
I did back when I used
What?
to host from
In
time to time.
this?
Yeah,
Holy shit! You can. You're a
Cheater.
She is a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Cheater,
I
cheater.
pointed it out. I told him.
Cheater.
He wasn't even
After
on
you
the
saw
page
the
yet.
scores.
He
No.
wasn't even on the page yet. I don't think.
Exactly. After she saw the scores.
He was on Pornhub. Don't let him lie.
Probably. I did see a little bit of yellow there.
What?
Or was it orange? I don't know what the sign is.
Anyway, who wants to? Karen, what do you got for Rotten Tomatoes?
For the critics?
Uh-huh.
76.
Fuck, that was mine. Shit.
One upper. Or one downer.
78.
For critics? 75.
What did everybody have?
76.
78.
Eric's gonna take it. It's a 98.
Oh.
So you're off, way
The
off.
Oh, wow.
Critics certified fresh. All right, let's go with our audience.
65.
Oh, no.
I'm going 90. 95.
Okay, so 85.
Karen's gonna take this one. It's 94.
Oh,
You're one off.
What?
No, we're
Yeah.
playing prices right. She went over.
Not how this works, but okay.
She went over.
I call
It's like-
bullshit.
It's you guess 94. Eric, lower or higher?
All right, critics' consensus: a modern classic, Alien blends science fiction, horror, and bleak poetry into a seamless whole. I agree with that.
I'm glad they were in the 90s, though, for this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to try to find a bad review for this.
Good luck.
But...
Was Paul Rudd in this movie?
Here's a 1.5 right on
No
the
Paul
front
Rudd.
page. While Alien features some stylish concept, it never soars beyond the highlights.
What?
Whatever that means.
You, sir, are wrong.
Right? Whatever the fuck that means.
It's because he peed the bed after he watched it.
No.
There's no Paul
Because
Rudd.
there was no Paul Rudd in it.
Yeah.
Ah, that might be it. I understand.
Might be scrolling for a minute here. Don't know if I'm going to find a 1 star.
You can do it.
I can. I'm going to scroll one more page, and if I don't find anything, I'm not even going to continue with it.
Understood.
I'm not going to scroll forever.
Alien's so good.
Whenever it's got like 90-some%, it's hard to find a 1 star
really
review.
is. It really is.
There's a 2.5.
Paul Rudd
star.
wasn't in it. 1 star.
1 star. I'll give you this 2.5 star. Maybe, yeah, okay. Worth a watch, but if you're looking for more of a rewarding horror film, I wouldn't recommend Alien. It's very overrated and often makes people overlook plenty of other better alien horror movies that deserve just as much attention. It was kind of a letdown, and I expected it to be better, but I was wrong. Not a great movie.
It's coming from a guy who probably likes Critters more.
You know,
Right. Hey, what's wrong with critters?
Space or something.
right, here's another 2 star.
Pocket-
I was disappointed
Pocket
when I
Gremlins.
watched this movie because it was
So did I.
said
I'm
to
just
be
saying.
one of the scariest movies. That is, I've never heard anybody say it was one of the scariest movies. Watched this movie because it was said to be one of the scariest movies. Then when I watched it, it was a boring and almost, for me, not at all scary. The story is alright, but not worthy for one of the best movies of all time in a list or a lot of lists. Okay, here's another 2-star.
I don't find Alien is a scary movie to me, though.
How do I?
Here's another one.
Really.
This is a great horror movie. I don't think so. Was that a question or it's a statement because it ends with an exclamation mark? Okay.
I don't think so.
This is a
It's an
bloated,
explanation.
sloppy mess of a film. I felt sick after watching this sickeningly parodic film. It's so goofy and corny. Come on, guys and gals. This film is not good horror. It's elevated horror. It's so high in the stratosphere that it's too haughty
This person just likes to hear
for its
themselves.
Hoity.
own good. Hoity for
Is
its
it
own
hoity?
good, I guess maybe. I wanted to take a grumpy on this film. What the fuck? What does take a grumpy on this film?
A shit.
Is this person talking like a baby?
It's
taking a
despicable
shit.
and disreputable.
Did Kevin from
Disreputable.
Office Space write this?
Disreputable? Would that even?
Disreputable is a word.
But what is it used in the right context?
What did he say?
It's despicable and disreputable.
Yeah, but really that he's just using big words to sound smart because
Yeah.
really that it's not exactly the right context.
Okay, this film is humanely and he's just using big words. This film is humanely and aesthetically offensive. I would prefer a film like Species. Now he's going to throw Species in there.
Species,
Oh my God.
seriously?
He's going to throw, dude, you're not that smart, obviously. Stop looking in the dictionary for words. Like Species, now that is a science fiction horror masterpiece.
Oh, you know what?
Natasha Hendricks.
I know exactly.
Or Ridley Scott's ghastly, poorly constructed nightmare. I'll take the former. You decide, Spider-Man, Green Goblin voice.
What?
Oh, it says you decide, Spider-Man, in a Green Goblin voice.
So here's what
Somebody's
I'm
high as fuck when they wrote this.
No, I'm gonna go with this. It's some guy that lives in his mom's basement who's never gotten laid. That's
Yeah.
why he likes Species better because at least there's sex in it.
This is Mike J. from wrote it in 2022. So Mike J., you're a fucking retard. Put your thesaurus away.
Is that a
Anyway,
dinosaur?
a thesaurus?
Yeah.
It's a book. They're books.
Is that a dinosaur? Oh, Madison.
No.
I get where she's coming from because it sounds like a dinosaur's like
No, I thought.
name, but
That's-
yeah, the thesaurus is a book that's like a dictionary but bigger.
Mhm.
Why don't they just call it a dictionary then?
No, it's not a dictionary. It's thesaurus helps you to like find words that you can use. Like if you're trying to write a paper, a thesaurus is a good thing to use. Like if you're trying to write a paper and
In certain
you're-
contexts, things like that.
yeah, like if you're writing a word or you're writing a paper and you've used the same word a few times and you're trying to write another
Find something
sentence
then.
and you're like, oh, I can't use that word again.
A
You can
thesaurus
pull
would
out
be
the
good for that.
Yeah,
Why didn't my ELA teachers tell me about it?
Because that's
It's
cheating.
usually like college stuff that you
it's not
I
cheating.
know, it's just- Anyway, let's move on. I'm tired of
You're tired of them.
so
these things,
go to trivia.
big words and stuff. I'm learning words too.
Thesaurus, so am I.
Sweet ass trivia with Karen.
All right, so anyway, let's get into some trivia. Let's do some trivia, Karen.
So this was something I didn't know. The chest bursting scene was not filmed in one take, despite the myth. The scene was filmed twice. On the first take, the chest burster did not make it through Kane's shirt, so the crew needed to reset and shoot it again. The failed attempt is visible in the finished film since Ridley thought it made it look like the creature was struggling to push its way out and made the scene more violent. For this sequence, Sir John Hurt stuck his head, shoulders, and arms through a hole in the mess table linking up with a mechanical torso that was packed with compressed air to create the forceful exit of the alien, and lots of animal guts, which, according to Sigourney Weaver, caused the set to smell horribly. The rest of... Oh, shoot. Hold on. flew up on me. The rest of the cast were not told that real blood and guts were being used, so as to provoke genuine reactions of shock and disgust. Apparently this worked so well that Yaphet Kotto went home in complete shock afterwards, locking himself in a room and refusing to talk to his wife for several hours. It was conceptual artist Ron Cobb who came up with the idea that the aliens should bleed acid. This came about when Dan O'Bannon ran into a wall with the screenplay and how to handle the last half of the movie. He needed a good reason for why the crew members don't just shoot the thing and kill it, but still not make it an indestructible monster that can't be killed. The acid blood was the idea that solved this problem. Shredded
Makes
condoms.
sense, 'cause now it's one of the biggest staples of the franchise.
Yeah. Shredded condoms were used to create tendons of the beast's ferocious jaws. The facehugger was planned to be painted green, but Dan O'Bannon, seeing the unpainted facehugger on set and noting how inventive its Caucasian flesh tone color was, argued for it to remain as is. Sir Ridley Scott stated that in casting the role of Ripley, it ultimately came down to Sigourney Weaver and Meryl Streep. The two actresses had been college mates at Yale. Ultimately, Weaver was offered the job because Streep was mourning the death of her partner, John Cazale, at the time of casting. The room where Brett gets taken out by the xenomorph, here you go, was a point of contention between Sir Ridley Scott and the producers. They didn't understand why there would be water pouring or chains dangling in a ship such as this. Scott, feeling he needed the extra movement, stuck to his guns. So again, no reason for it. Just Ridley Scott thought it needed to be there.
Ridley Scott thought it looked cool.
Exactly.
I saw Hellraiser earlier this year and I liked it, so
we're leaving it
like that.
Yeah. For the alien's appearance on the shuttle, the set was built around, I can't say the guy's name, but the guy that was in the suit, giving him an effective hiding place. However, extricating himself from the hiding place proved to be more difficult than anticipated. The alien suit tore several times, and in one instance, the whole tail came off. During early development, Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett ran into a writing impasse while trying to work out how the alien would get aboard the ship. Shusett came up with the idea that the alien fucks one of them, which was eventually developed into the facehugger concept. This method of reproduction via implantation was deliberately intended to invoke images of male rape and impregnation. So both writers were adamant that the facehugger victim be a man. Firstly, because they wanted to avoid the horror cliche of a woman being depicted as the easy first target. Secondly, because they felt that making a female the casualty of a symbolic rape felt inappropriate. And thirdly, to make the male viewers feel more uncomfortable with this reversal of gender conventions.
I have never
Thought of it that
way.
Yeah.
I've never thought of it as rape or like sexual insertion. Or anything like that.
This movie is well known to be full of that. Like sexual innuendo, like there's a lot of things that I didn't put in here. Like the whole scene at the end where she's like half naked or whatever. She was actually supposed to be fully naked, and it was supposed to like turn on the alien or something. And they scrapped that idea.
Thank God.
Yeah, there was like a whole thing. There's a lot
These people
in
are
this franchise
horny.
that are.
I didn't understand fully why they had her running around like in just a shirt with no bra and her panties.
Yeah,
Like, I never understood that. I'm like, why doesn't she have like anything on? Like it
well,
never made
originally
sense
she
to
was
me.
supposed to. She was getting into the. Suit
I
to
understand
get
that,
into, yeah,
but
yeah,
like it just didn't make any sense to me. But whatever.
yeah. There's a lot of background things, but Harrison Ford turned down the role of Captain Dallas. The slime used on the alien was KY jelly. Sir Ridley Scott cites 3 movies as shaping influences on this movie: Star Wars: A New Hope, 2001: Space Odyssey, and The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The inside of the alien eggs, as seen by Kane, was composed of real organic material. Ridley Scott used fresh cattle hearts and stomachs that were obtained by a local butcher. The egg tube of the facehugger was sheep intestines. The design team tried several things but found out that organic materials simply provided the desired wet and gooey look they were hoping for. Director Sir Ridley Scott and writers Dan O'Bannon and Russell Shusett wanted H.R. Giger to design the alien creatures based on drawings from his book Necronomicon, but they had some difficulties in convincing the studio. Executives were initially appalled by Giger's dark and disturbing imagery, but Scott's insistence finally won them over. Even so, Geiger's designs had to be changed several times because of their blatant sexuality. Originally,
Geiger is a lot of his art is very sexual.
well, yeah, I mean, like, even still, you can see some of the, like, especially in the further Alien movies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, also he designed. I don't know if you guys. Obviously, people knew Korn is. Lead singer of Korn is Jonathan Davis. His H.R. Geiger designed his microphone stand, which looks like a mixture of like Species and Alien, and it's a fully naked alien looking creature that looks like it just came right out of Species.
yeah.
So, because obviously H.R. Geiger also designed the alien from Species.
Mm-hmm. Originally, no movie companies wanted to make this. Even 20th Century Fox passed on it. They stated various reasons, most being that it was too bloody. The only producer who wanted to make it was Roger Corman, and it was not until Walter Hill came on board that it was changed. 20th Century Fox agreed to make the movie as long as the violence was toned down. Even after that, they still rejected the first cut for being too bloody. Fox also wanted another space travel movie, but George Lucas told them a sequel to Star Wars would take 3 years. The large space jockey sculpture was designed and painted by H.R. Geiger, who was disappointed that he couldn't put any finishing touches on it by the time filming came about for the scene. Also, the space jockey...
It does look kind of unfinished.
Yeah, but I think that kind of made it better. It looked like it had been there...
I know, it did look fossilized and things like that, but in a way, it did look very unfinished. Like there were things that he wanted to do, that he had planned on doing to it, that he didn't get to do. You know what I mean? Like it looks unfinished.
I think it made it look...
I think it looks fine, but like I can see where it like in his eyes is unfinished.
Oh, sure. I mean, from an artist's perspective, but, you know, as an artist, it's never right. You know?
It's never finished.
Yeah. Also, the space jockey prop was burned and destroyed by a burning cigarette left on the model. The unfortunate event was covered by a local television station. That evening, it was 26 feet tall. The xenomorph and the facehugger only appear on screen for around 4 minutes. Ridley Scott purposely reduced the amount of screen time of the xenomorph to make its limited appearance all the more scary. The first R-rated movie to receive a tie-in series of toys marketed towards children. During production, an attempt was made to make the alien character transparent, or at least translucent. Coincidentally, this idea was later used for the title creature's camouflage suit in Predator, which was later decided to take place in a shared universe with this movie. During the opening sequence, as the camera wanders around the corridors of the Nostromo, we can clearly see a Krupp's coffee grinder mounted to a wall. This is the same model that became the Mr. Fusion in Back to the Future. The vast majority of this movie was filmed using a handheld camera. Art director Roger Christian remarked in an interview that 80% of Alien was shot on Ridley's shoulder, referring to the fact that Ridley Scott did all the handheld camera work himself. This was one of the reasons why on his next movie, Blade Runner, Scott was annoyed that due to stricter rules in the USA, he couldn't operate the camera himself. In order to heighten the sense of claustrophobia for the actors and actresses, Ridley Scott had the walls of the set pushed slightly closer to each other every day.
Fuck that.
Jesus.
I'm sure you guys have heard of the Bechdel test. No?
No.
Alison Bechdel's comic Dykes to Watch Out For once proposed a simple test to see if movies treated its female characters as equal members of the cast. The rule has 3 parts. The movie must feature 1, at least 2 named female characters. 2, have a conversation with each other that 3 isn't about one of the male characters. This criteria came to be known as the Bechdel test. Though Bechdel has gone on record that she got the idea from Liz Wallace, the character in the comic says that the last movie she saw that fit this criteria was Alien. Interestingly, there was a scene filmed between Ripley and Lambert where they talk about Ash, but it ended up being deleted. The first test screening of the movie was hampered by sound issues and only got a lukewarm reception, but the second screening, the makers had their first indication that the movie was as scary as they had hoped. Reportedly, attendants screamed in terror, and the wife of 20th Century Fox, Alan Ladd Jr., got so scared that she refused to leave her house for over a day. Several of the crew members later...
I will say that the fact that they took out that scene between the 2 females having a conversation about one of the males makes it better for the fact that not just for whatever test that is, but also it shows their professionalism and it shows that that's not what's on their mind. You know what I mean?
That's the point of the Bechdel
Yeah,
test, is
so-
that it's supposed to show that.
Because honestly, I hate shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it whenever they throw in, like,
I think
women
I'm saying that
and all
right.
they
If
think
I'm not
about
saying
is,
that
like-
right, I apologize.
well, it just goes to show sometimes whenever they do that, like, who wrote this script?
Mhm.
Obviously, a man wrote this script.
Yes.
Because they want women talking about a man.
But that shows a good screenwriter too that can write something like that, and then, or maybe a good editor to go, yeah, we're gonna take
this
that
doesn't
out.
really fit, man. It doesn't really fit the scheme of the movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
let's get rid of this.
Yeah, like they don't seem like they give a shit about the guys. Like, let's just get rid of this.
Yeah, right. And I agree, especially Ash of all of them. If anything, like, if you're going to talk about one of them, definitely the captain.
Yeah,
Definitely the captain. He's the best looking one of all the males.
absolutely.
I thought that him and the main chick had something. But,
Originally, they did. They scrapped it. Several of the crew members later attended screenings where audience responded surpassed their wildest predictions, including people leaving the first row and requesting places farther away from the screen, people yelling at the characters not to do certain things, cinema personnel passing out, people fleeing to toilets and stuffing the speakers there with napkins to drown out the sound, and restrooms littered with vomit.
What? This movie was not that bad.
I guess in 79 it might have been.
Maybe, I guess.
Geiger is quoted in his book that when he presented artwork to Ridley he didn't like, Ridley would nod thoughtfully and say, interesting, which Geiger translated as shit. However, Ridley would always use Geiger's Necronomicon book to explain the kind of designs he wanted to Geiger, who was gratified as he was using his own designs instead of having to copy another artist's strange designs. Fiona Latto, who worked as Bray's studio manager's secretary, said when Ridley ran out of money, there was a meeting between him and the big knobs who wanted to pull the plug as the money had run out. In a furious rant, Ridley thumped the table with his forefinger and promptly broke it sideways. Fiona had to rush out of the meeting, down to the bar, and return with a glass filled with ice that she gave to Ridley. He dutifully stuck his finger in the glass and carried on shouting as if nothing had happened. Sigourney Weaver said Aliens makes Alien look like a cucumber sandwich. Apparently she likes the second one better.
Well, she gets to be, in the second one, she gets to be more of the heroine.
Yeah.
Like, in this first one, she's more of the damsel.
Subdued.
Yeah, she's very subdued. In the second one, she gets to carry a gun. So, you know.
But she carried a gun in this one too.
It was a fucking flamethrower.
I want to carry a flamethrower.
Yeah, but it's
I've carried a gun before. I want to carry a flamethrower.
I don't know. I think that in the second one, it's more action heavy, and I don't know. It has more of that element of, it's not so much a horror movie. I don't think Sigourney Weaver, like, yeah, she's done horror movies, but like,
I think she's more, she wants the action.
she wants the action. Yeah.
I like horror myself.
I love horror,
I get
and
it.
I think she's great in a lot of shit. You know, whenever she did Cabin in the Woods,
Yeah.
she was obsessed with the werewolf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said, I just want to see the werewolf.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like, I guess whenever the werewolf finally
love
came
Cabin
on
by the
set, she was like the giddiest person because she was just so happy to see the werewolf.
I fucking love that movie.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be fucking running for my life, dude. Fuck that. I'm out. I don't want to do this movie
You know what
no
the
more.
worst one was? The fucking mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They're like, you don't want a mermaid, man. Like, cleanup is a disaster. Like,
Ugh. Yeah, that was awful. Tommy Lee Jones was met by Walter Hill to play Dallas, who had read the script twice and exclaimed he wanted to play the monster as it was the only part that grabbed him. So Tommy Lee Jones wanted to be the alien.
why?
I don't know. Much of the set of the Nostromo was made up of skeletons of old aircraft. Ridley Scott wanted to give the ship an aged look as if it had been banded about space, as Hurt calls it, donkey years. David Cronenberg and David Lynch have both voiced their disappointment with the film, finding it derivative of their own work without the same thematic depth. Cronenberg noted that the life cycle of the alien mirrors that of the virus and shivers. In through the mouth, develops in the stomach, from which it emerges, complete with corrosive enzyme. Lynch thought the chest burster resembled the infant in Eraserhead. Shut the fuck up, both of you. Either way. At least we could understand this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Ash's blood is colored water. Milk was not used, as it would have spoiled quickly under the hot studio lights. Milk was used, though, for the close-ups of his innards, along with pasta and glass marbles.
That would explain why it dried up, the way it dried up on his face and all that. Like, I was wondering, like, that's got to be milk. Like, nothing else could dry up like that and give that kind of dry, crusty look and like that chalky.
It was
look.
only on the innards, though. It wasn't like his blood, like what he was spitting out. was colored water.
I'm saying like, well, the shit that was dried up on his face. I guess that could have been probably just makeup or something.
That might have been. I don't know. It was only on the stuff that was below him, like that was in like a shadow.
I love that it was milk.
Huh?
I love that it was milk, just white milk. Like,
No, they only use milk.
and we need another gallon of milk over here.
Yeah, they only used the milk on the part that was below him, like kind of in a.
I just
in a
always found out
shadow.
to like, man, is it just like milk? And then he's drinking milk too in the one scene.
Yeah,
He's like down on a glass of milk, like
I remember the first time I watched this, and he started to like that
Sweat,
that, and I was
yeah.
like, "What is that?"
yeah,
Yeah.
like, ew. His
But yeah.
makeup's running.
That's all I got. That's
Oh.
it.
Oh, that's it for Alien, people. What are we watching next week?
I don't know
Why not?
because I haven't picked it yet.
You should know these things, Karen.
Well, I haven't gotten there.
Well, get there faster.
One's sticking out.
Don't pick that one.
Yeah, the bottom.
Aliens. One of these days it will be.
It will be
sequel to
like a
something.
sequel to whatever we done. Oh,
Oh,
Aliens.
it's not Christmas.
oh no.
What is it?
Home Alone.
No, we're not doing Home
Oh.
Alone.
You want me to pick again?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
It's our show.
That's
We
a
can-
time,
we can
guys.
do whatever the
We can do
fuck
whatever
we
we
want.
We can do whatever the
It's
fuck we
not
want. Nobody
Christmas
wants
time.
to watch Home Alone.
Nobody wants to watch Home Alone.
Who put that in there?
You?
No,
Maybe?
I didn't.
You had to.
I don't even like Home Alone. Not that much. I mean, I've seen it a million times. I don't want to watch it again.
Everybody
picked
likes
it.
Home Alone.
It's okay. Christmas time. Train to Busan.
What?
Really?
I've never seen it.
Who put that in?
What the fuck is it?
I didn't. I've never seen it.
It's a
I don't even know
horror
what it's
movie.
about.
It's a zombie movie from
Oh, it's a zombie movie?
from Asia. I think
You
it's
wanna
actually
pick
from
again?
Korea.
Should-
Fuck it, pick again. I don't like that
Jesus
choice.
Christ!
I don't
I've
like.
never even
don't
seen
even,
it.
don't put it back in.
Well, it's too late now. I've never even
Damn it.
seen it.
Well, we'll take it up next time it comes back up.
I'm just not in the mood for it, honestly.
Jesus
Then we just
Christ.
did a horror movie.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we can do whatever we want.
Vivarium?
You want me to do
Oh,
it?
Jesus Christ.
Karen, I'm picking this time.
I think you just got a bad.
No,
you got
I'm
bad
just
luck
pulling
this
movies
week.
out. Eden Lake? What's that?
That's another horror movie.
Fuck!
Are these just all horror movies? Madison, get over here and pick a fucking thing. Hold on. If this is a horror movie,
You're done.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
The movie, right?
that's horror comedy.
That's my favorite death scene.
Fuck it, we're doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer next
Jesus
week.
Christ.
I just wasn't in the mood for any of those. Although I've never seen Eden Lake, so we could.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what Eden Lake is.
Neither did
We could have done it, but it's too late now. It's in
Do I-
there.
I don't fucking know what that is.
Sorry, people. We went on a rampage there. We've never done that, but god damn it, you drew some shit that I'm like, oh fuck.
Is Buffy the Vampire Slayer on anything streaming right now?
You are such a.
You have the Just Watch app, don't you?
No, I do not.
You don't listen.
I will download it right now, okay? But
Are you looking, Karen?
Yeah.
Why do you have CapCut on your phone?
Because
It's
I
on
had it
Max.
for the thing.
it's on Max.
Yeah, it's on Max.
I had it for the TikToks, but I never use it.
You don't ever delete apps?
Man, I'm listening to I'm hearing the song in my head right now.
But the funny thing is, you guys looked at Just Watch app for
Well, I didn't know you had
Alien.
stars. Yeah, I didn't know you had stars because you set it up when you get the Just Watch app. You set it up for your streaming services. When it came up, it said that none of my streaming services.
But
it wasn't on
it'll still show what it's on.
Yeah, it'll show everything.
I have
All right.
You just have to open it up.
I have just about every streaming app.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So next week we are watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Not the TV show,
the movie.
the movie. Let me look on here and give you.
I guess I
a
could have
Late
quick
90s.
kept it up.
rundown. So this movie came out, and if you want to watch it, it's
Seems like
on
96.
HBO. Well, it's on Max, and it's on. Well, that's pretty much
96.
it.
Really?
Earlier than that, I think.
Came out in Where the fuck is the date on this thing?
94.
Hold on, I
maybe?
got this. Oh, 92.
Oh.
1992. Blonde, bouncy, whatever. Blonde, bouncy
She was
Buffy
hot.
is
I
your
was 2
typical
years
high
old when
school
this came out.
cheerleader. But
Oh,
all
no,
the
I mean, we watched it a million.
but
Well, I'm saying, like,
but all that changes when a strange man informs her she's being chosen by fate to kill vampires. So this is a horror comedy action adventure. It's an hour and 26 minutes.
Yeah, it's 26
Hour
Whoa.
and 26 movies. It is rated PG-13.
26 movies?
Stars Christy
Started
Swanson,
now.
Donald Sutherland, Paul Rubens, Rutger Hauer, Luke
Hauer.
Perry, Hilary Swank she is in this.
Yeah.
She's the friend.
I invited them. They're seniors.
They're seniors. Christy Swanson, what's she been in? Like, okay, so she was in
Flowers in the Attic
Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
for
Phantom,
like 2 seconds.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh yeah, she was what's face's girlfriend. Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend, I think.
No.
Yeah.
No,
She was
she was
what the bully's girlfriend.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell's brother.
Yeah,
Higher
Charlie
Learning.
O'Connell.
Charlie O'Connell.
Oh yeah, she was in Big Daddy.
Oh,
Pretty,
yeah.
The
Pretty,
5-year
she was in
plan.
5-year
5-year plan.
Pink,
She was the 5-year plan girl.
Hot Shots. Damn, she was in a lot of shit back in the day. So, what has she been in recently? Psych 2. Swamp Shark from 2011. Oh, she was in Mannequin. Yeah, I remember her in Mannequin.
Mannequin 2.
2. On the Move.
Yep. She was the mannequin.
Tinseltown. Wow. Living Death. Yeah, she's been in a lot of real bangers here. You can tell her popularity really fell off after the 90s. Oh, The Chase. That's a good movie, man.
Yeah, I like that
Are you
movie.
gonna watch the
The hell
Barbie
did
movie
Dude,
whenever it
Where's
comes
My
out?
Car come out?
I'm totally going to watch the
Like
Barbie
2000s,
movie. What are you
wasn't
talking
it?
about?
Can you wait to watch it with me?
Oh, yeah. Totally going to watch the Barbie movie. I don't give a fuck if that
Oh yeah,
demasculates
the
me.
Barbie
Like,
movie. I love
I'm going to watch the
I,
shit
I
out of
want to
it.
watch
It's got
the Barbie
Ryan
movie so
Gosling
bad.
and fucking Margot Robbie. I'm totally watching that movie.
Margot Robbie.
It looks
she
so good.
switched up so fast. She went from skating as Harley Quinn to skating as Barbie.
No, before that, she was on Wolf of Wall Street. So that was what I remember her first in. So anyway, next week we're doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't forget to check out our TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our YouTube and our Rumble.
Subscribe and like and stuff. And
Subscribe, like, comment. I don't care if you get on here and
Hate
skip
us.
through half the episode just because you want to watch certain parts. Do that, and then comment about how weird and crazy and beautiful we are,
and balls.
and balls. Yeah, throw some balls in there. Hell, whatever.
Remember
And,
Trip the Trigger.
Yeah, right. Don't forget to get on our Spotify or wherever you get your podcast and give us a good rating, like one of those 5-star ratings. And also, I didn't say this before. If you want to, give us your phone numbers so we can call you. Would love to call some of you. I'll call you with my fucking sexy voice. Hey there, little boy.
Whoa.
Okay, Herbert.
That's gonna turn.
That's
some
gonna
people
that's gonna
off.
turn some
It's
heads.
gonna turn
Hey, hold on, a motherfucker.
Be
Like,
on Reddit.
don't listen to these guys. The host is a perv.
They figured that out last week.
Anyway, so if you want to leave us your, if you want to get on or God damn it, get a hold of us on our email. It's thebonsaimoviecrew@gmail.com. You can leave us your phone numbers. We can call you with your review on the movie that we're covering that week. So like I said, this week is
Basic bitches.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which only millennials have probably seen this movie.
Oh, this
I've
movie's
heard of
great.
it.
If you haven't
It's been
seen
a
this
while
movie, you
since
should
I've
watch
watched
it.
it.
It's been a long time since I've
hilarious.
seen it, but it is a good movie. I've always remembered
I
it being a
might be
good
able to
movie.
get Kendra to watch it with me this time.
It is the movie that
I don't think so.
spawned the TV show from Joss Whedon
Yeah.
that ran for so many fucking years.
And
But
honestly, like, I never watched the show.
never really watched the show either.
Because I was never
Yeah.
interested. I knew that it was like a far cry from the movie, so I was not
Mhm.
interested.
Yeah.
The movie
Yeah, it was way different.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess like the
Hey,
show,
Ben Affleck's in this. If you guys are interested in
Ben
that.
Affleck is in this he's not got a very
like
large
for like
role.
3 seconds, but
Yeah,
he's
he
still
doesn't
in
have a very large role, but he is in this.
it.
And don't you worry, I will tag him in the video if it gets us views. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck it.
So anyway, till next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Gosh.